Okay. We should be live. I'm just waiting for it to show up on my TV. And
Alright, we are live now.
Alright, V.
Alright, we are
live.
live now.
Alright, V.
I better.
Oh, bloody hell,
mute
I
it.
am loud.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
Better make sure I don't hear myself in the stream.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm bloody loud on there, damn.
okay, do you need me to lower your volume letter?
Hang on, I might be able to do it myself.
Well, because if I'm the one streaming it, then it's picking up on my volume settings.
Yes, but I can also just do this. I'm a little bit quieter now.
Paste.
Look, I've got a free mic. I can just do this. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It's year 3 of doing this. I didn't think I'd get this far.
Oh yes, hello, Dawning Heart. It's like, yeah.
Immediately,
Plankton
just
meme.
the.
Plankton memes abound.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and ghouls, creatures from over there, stop looking at me. Welcome to the World Weavers Web, the yearly game show to celebrate the end of a year and to look back at what's happened during the year to see if these people have good memories or not. Now, I will warn you, this year I have been incredibly fucking busy. I have had not much time to actually write down questions, so these are actually mostly very recent ones. However, this year we will have a new segment. It will be a 2v1 because this is kind of unfair.
Okay.
However, let's start with something important. Who are you?
And I'm so sorry.
No,
Where
that's
are you?
where are you?
Damn it!
Who are you, and what are you doing in my house? Let's start with Boone. Who are you this year?
So what you see is someone with practically pure white skin and white hair, red eyes, and wearing a suit.
Changeling.
No. No, actually. and this is District Attorney Henry Shore.
You see, it's really funny that he's an attorney because this year, thanks to a friend of mine jamming it out, our lovely host is drawn in Phoenix Wright's poses. How you doing, Mr. Prosecutor?
I'm fine, just wondering why exactly Boone dragged me into this year. I saw the last one, by the way.
Oh, so you're one of the freaks who actually watches this.
Not entirely willingly.
Note, you aren't actually in the World Weaver's realm yet. I'm getting you to tell the people watching who you are.
But Henry canonically has watched the last one.
I love that idea. Okay, let's move to TP. TP, who are you playing?
I'm bringing a character back from our Curse of Strahd campaign. I decided for this year I'm bringing Mimi back into these games. So, just for a quick refresher, because it's been a while.
Been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. Mimi is a tiefling, mostly covered up. Save for her hood, which she uses to basically, which she basically uses as like to try and cover up her herself. She's I'm bad with descriptions.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. But yeah, no, she's she's still a little shy, still a little meek, but like, you know, not like unable to, but like, you know, maybe a little less so, you know, a little less so than say how she started when we started that campaign, you know.
Okay. Let's move on to kind of the surprise pick here. Danny, who are you playing?
All right. So yeah, like you said, it's a surprise, and I believe it's a first that we're doing in this. I am actually not bringing in a character that I've played before. You know, could have brought in Bedrinas, but I decided no. I actually decided I'm bringing in a villain. And I've decided to specifically bring in a villain that I've created for my Strixhaven campaign that I started this year. So I will be playing Orca.
Those of you who have been keeping up with Strixhaven, she's a bitch.
Yep, she's a big bitch. But and just so, just to like, I guess, for anybody that was wondering, because I had to let these guys know, like, Orca's status right now in the campaign is kind of a question mark because some things happened. In order to prevent any kind of, like, spoilers or any ideas for, like, what I have planned for her in the future, I'm actually going to be using Orca prior to their last confrontation with her a couple of sessions ago. So, not going to go too much into detail for those who haven't been watching the campaign. But just know that, like, yeah, right now her status in the campaign is a question mark. I want to avoid spoilers, so I'm actually bringing her prior to their last confrontation, which was when she became a big ass question mark.
Okay, so the first year I asked you what you were doing, and last year I knew what you were doing. This year, what are you doing? We'll go backwards. What's Orca currently doing before she's
So Orca right now, she's at the point where she is actually preparing for going to the Pinzari Isles. You know, she's been recruited by Margoxer Granshell, and she's been told that the person that she currently has her eyes on that she wants to kill is going to be heading at the Isles relatively soon in the spring. And she's on her way to go there to begin getting ready for the assassination.
As she makes her preparations in a place that she feels like she's alone, she hears a voice behind her. Hey, look over here!
Yeah, she just kind of just turns around and just looks.
As soon as she turns, there's nothing but white. A towering figure stands before her. A crisp cream orange and light brown suit. And a spider atop it. Welcome. It seems that you're the first one summoned to play this little game. I'm forced to run.
Yeah, it's...
The figure gestures forwards and a podium rises up out of the nothingness.
Okay, yeah, she just... Yeah, it's like, upon seeing the man and the spider wearing the man suit, yeah, she just exclaims, like, merda! And then when she sees the podium, rising up, she's just like, you gotta be kidding me. I don't have time for this.
Oh, trust me, you have time for this. You'll go back to the very instant you heard that voice. When I'm done with you. Mimi, what are you doing right now?
So, bit of a spoiler for the Curse of Straw campaign, granted, but, if you've been keeping up, you've been keeping up. Mimi is currently walking over... Mimi is currently walking over someone who's currently asleep. She's kind of magically stuck asleep, but still, Mimi's just watching over, just making sure there's nothing wrong nothing's wrong is happening or anything, and she begins nodding off because, it's late. So...
From above, Mimi hears a familiar voice. Mimi, I need to talk to you.
Can't be. She looks up.
And instead of seeing one of her friends, she is somewhere else. The area is blindingly white. It may have been dark and nighttime where she just was, but here it looks like your retinas will burn before day's end.
She's just covering her eyes because going from like kind of dark to blinding light is... That'll do that. That'll do that.
Welcome. I'm sorry for the appearance of my realm. I'm not allowed to change it. Staying in a place of eternal night must be a nightmare. Please, step forward. You'll be back in no time at all. The gargantuan figure gestures forward, and a second podium rises.
Maybe... because there's like nothing else there, she just does.
And let's see who else is answering their calls today. A phone rings in your office.
Yeah,
Henry.
It is actually late at night, and for some reason Henry is still in his office. He's got a lot of paperwork in front of him from the explosion of Federal United Corrections, which is something that canonically happened in Boone canon, by the way. And yes, that acronym is FUK.
I was hoping it would be like Federal United Corrections Kingston or something, So you could just have fuck.
It is pronounced fuck. But but I decided to be more clever than just making it. Anyway, so and then as he's doing the paperwork related to like the recapture of so many of those prisoners, he hears the phone ring and thinking, well, if they're calling this late, it has to be an emergency. He just automatically reaches out and goes to answer the phone. Hello, District Attorney Shore. How may I help you?
Hello, Mr. Prosecutor.
Who is this?
I know what you did last year. You've received an invite.
What do you... Hardly. Okay.
Turn around.
He goes to turn around.
Phone still in hand, you are dragged to the World Weaver's realm. The blinding white. A familiar sight to Henry as he watched last year's game.
From the sudden light change, he does actually have to shield his eyes a little bit.
The World Weaver standing in his trademark well-made suit. The spider staring rather judgmentally downwards at you all. Still only ever showing up in 2D. Your small minds aren't capable of witnessing him in more than 2 dimensions.
He hangs up the phone and puts it away, actually adjusting to the bright light a little bit more easily than you'd think for somebody who seems to have albinism.
He picked up the phone this year. Welcome, Henry.
What's a phone?
You'll learn in a few millennia or so. Please take your position. A third podium rises up.
He sighs discontently and makes his way towards the podium. I take it that planeswalking out of here is something that you prevent, correct?
Well, this place isn't moored to any of your terrestrial planes, so you physically cannot. I exist outside of it all, even that thing you call wild space.
Well, it's called the mail, whatever.
You are all going to experience something quite disturbing in a few moments. Just relax. The World Weaver raises one of its gloved hands and snaps. Cracks form above the 3 contestants, leading up to the vast emptiness above them, and a string filters through. It makes contact with the top of each of your heads, and you feel someone else. You can hear them. You know what they're thinking. You are now linked to your players.
Okay, so the interesting thing is that for Henry, it's a little bit existential. Because the thing is, he interacts with a character who is created by me, has my voice and technically my face, but is technically not me. Boone in Boone canon is separate from the real Boone. What? Okay, I didn't understand half of that. I'm pretty smart. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Orca, she's probably like, seeing like, just kind of like the insides of my room, like, sees like the computer, the fish tanks, the stream that I got up on my TV screen, and while a little weirded out because it's like obviously this is technology that she's not very familiar with at all. But on the other hand, it's better than some of the hovels that she's lived in the past.
What is that you're holding in your hand? It's a plush. Why does that plush look like me? Because it's a plush of you. How do you know who I am? It's complicated. I don't feel the energy to do this bit again. What bit? Okay, so you know Jackie? Oh, I know Jackie. What did you do with her? Nothing. Just listen to the spider guy and you'll be fine, okay?
So you tell me this isn't the first go around with you people?
I mean, technically it's not.
I'm gonna be honest, this was easier with a guy for whom the fourth wall doesn't exist. What fourth wall? What are you talking about?
Okay. Oh yeah, Orca.
Just look like
Orca just kind of like perks up. She's like, that voice. Like, who is that?
Who, me?
It's like, yeah, you. Who the hell are you?
District Attorney Henry Shore.
No, not you, the other one.
Oh, hi, I'm Boone.
Yeah. She's like, why do you? You wouldn't happen to be from Tavastian, would you?
No, but I know a lot of people who are. I may have created that entire world.
What?
Are we linked to like? No, don't tell me we're linked to like. No, we're not deities.
No, I just want to know why that.
Well-
I just want to know why the fuck do you sound like him?
Yeah, so
It's like, you want to explain this one, Boone, or shall I?
So he is also one of my characters.
Mimi also perks up. I mean, you do kind of sound familiar.
Oh, you would not know me as the same person Orca's talking about. You would probably know me with a bit more of a Barovian accent.
Well, not just that.
Maybe you're more used to seeing me with green skin.
Actually, I think of you more as like a Dragonborn.
Oh yeah, that too. That too. Both of those actually.
Oh.
Hello, you three.
Are you?
That's right.
Wait, are
There's
both
another
of...
voice here.
Wait, so are both of these two from that nerd ass kind of shit that Partly plays? Yeah, basically.
So, Wait, hold on. Are you where Ricky's voice came from?
I am indeed where a lot of the voices you hear come from, actually. I go by many names. I go by letter sent. I am a professional hallucination.
It's true.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you're all stuck in a world of my creation. The world weaver here is... He's one of mine. Hello, Orca. You cause a lot of problems for Luke, trying to kill him. You know that, right?
Yeah, she's like, you mean you're that? Like, so you're that little rat-looking thing.
He's a raccoon, you uncultured swine.
I mean, okay, if you're causing problems for that person, I don't know. Do you think she's trustworthy? No.
No,
Absolutely not.
Orca is 100% not trustworthy.
That's a villain right there.
Oh, no.
Look, I had no control over who people brought except for a person named Dave. Hello, Dave. I can see you trying to break through the walls to get here, Dave.
Oh,
No.
no.
So, shall we begin this little game of ours? Would you stop being so happy about it? Absolutely not.
Didn't we do this sooner? I can get back to finishing my work.
Remember, you've watched the show, Henry. You know how this works.
I know.
Time doesn't pass in here.
I know, but I'd rather get back to what I was doing more quickly.
Yeah, no, he's
So,
he's not the
Would you?
he's not the
The
only.
longer
He's not
you
the-
spend here, the better stuff you leave with.
It's like, wait,
Mm,
so you tell me we play along with this and we get some kind of like a reward or something?
Exactly.
and like nothing, no time passes, so we could effectively be in here for years even, and still come out and nothing will have changed.
Yes, actually. You will be returned to the exact moment you appeared here.
Me breathes a sigh of relief. How are you narrating these things? Magic.
Look, usually you're not exactly this connected to the people who made you. This is so you can answer the questions that I ask.
Oh, I did not sign up for this.
Nobody does.
Definitely
You're
gonna
all
have-
dragged here against your will.
I mean, we signed up, but like you guys did.
Yeah, I'm gonna have questions for the other boon when I get out of here.
Oh, no. You're not going to remember that.
You're not going to remember anything when you leave here.
I mean, I
Oh, yeah,
guess
right.
I guess it's
Of
a
course.
little bit of yeah, I guess it's also a little bit of comfort.
Henry, you should know this. You watched last year's show.
I don't know. My
Ye-
cousin was more into it than I was.
Never gets old linking you people to the people who made you. You all freak out when you hear another voice in your head. One that knows everything about you.
Now, to be fair, Henry's used to having a god's voices.
Okay, don't go there.
Also,
They just said you're not a god.
Yes, no, it's. I guess in the terms of like a fictional world, it's a little complicated to say whether I'm a god or not. Whatever.
We're going to start off with 2 truths and a lie. Because I need more time to put down more questions.
No problem.
What?
Is this... Okay, please tell me you didn't make this about me.
Eh.
Yeah,
Wouldn't you like to know, Weatherboy?
actually, that would be my cousin that's the weather boy.
Is the link? Did the linking not work? Does he not have your concept of memes?
No, I know the meme, it's just stupid. I'm dismantling it from the jump. And also,
That's
I'm
unfortunate.
And also, if I'm gonna be forced... Also, if I'm gonna be forced to reveal lore, I guess I may as well be the one to do it.
Wait. What? What are you trying to tell me? I was trying to tell you Gaki calls people Weather Boy. Oh. Okay.
Okay.
That's cute.
We will start with this 2 truths and a lie. My inspiration was chosen before my race. My class was the first thing conceptualized about me. My hair color was originally black.
That... the fact that I have your information is so fucking... Yeah. That's almost certainly about Mimi.
Guilty.
I don't think the class was first. What? Since this is nerd shit, which class are you?
Oh. I'm cleric. I think that counts as the class. Does it? Yes.
Henry's eyebrow twitches. Yes, they can see that. Thank you. That's one of Henry's classes, too. I think the lie is that the class came first.
Okay. How about you, Orca? What do you think?
Listen, I don't know shit about this woman, but I think,
I mean, I'd hope not.
yeah, it's like, yeah, trust me, Orca, you don't know anything about Mimi. It's like, all right, fine. It's like, fine then, you're so smart, you handle it. It's like, alrighty, so I know this is a tough one too, because it's like, because I only know Mimi from Curse of Strahd, and I know you, and I'm aware that you've used Mimi multiple times. So, you know what? I will trust Boone on this one, and I will also say the one about the class.
You fool. I'm just prepared for the Penn and Teller meme.
Who? Which meme?
Okay, so there's like this like stupid game show answers thing. I'll explain this for Henry. And like there's this YouTube channel, Stupid Game Show Answers. There's one episode of Hollywood Squares where people keep where the last square is like Penn and Teller, and everybody keeps like saying they trust Penn and Teller with the answer, and Penn and Teller keep being wrong and just get told "you fool" every single time, and they are wrong every single time.
Do I reveal the answer?
I think it's time you reveal the answer. Let's see if they're right.
The lie was that her inspiration was chosen before her race.
And that means, unfortunately, you fool.
So, because I need to explain this, when I was initially invited to that campaign, I was told the classes of everyone, and I noticed that we didn't have a healer, a dedicated healer. Please note, this is before I knew that paladins could heal.
Well, wait, was this before I was in that campaign?
No, I don't.
Because I was playing Bard.
I was also not aware that bards could heal. I was
the irony of what I ended up doing by the end of that campaign, though.
Yeah, of course, but like, no, but like when I was looking at the classes, I saw we didn't have a cleric, and off the top of my head, clerics were. Keep in mind, I was new to D&D, so like I thought that clerics were like the dedicated healer. I didn't know that bards or paladins or other classes could heal. So I chose healer first. That was the first thing I chose about Mimi.
Well, the first thing you think of with healer is cleric. Even experienced people, that's the first thing they think of is cleric.
Yeah.
It's like in Overwatch when
and this was back when
people primarily think of Mercy as the healer needed, even though Mercy isn't the only healer available.
Of course, but even still, that's actually really fun. This is back during my big Overwatch kick.
I did not tell him that, by the way.
How do you know? It doesn't matter. Anyways, so when I was looking at everything, I decided, you know what, I'm going to be the dedicated healer. So now to pick and then after that, I was looking through with the like PDF of the like class of all the races. I was looking through, and none stuck out until I reached Tiefling, and I was reading its description, and I'm like, oh, that's just kind of just like, wait, hold on. And I was thinking back to, of course, Mimikyu, the Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
So the race was chosen before the class. Well, okay, it's more accurate that it was chosen at the same time, but like, but it still wasn't chosen before the race. It was chosen close to the same time, a little after, actually.
Okay.
As for their hair color being black, that's less to do with what I conceptualized with Mimi initially, because I didn't actually think about her hair color. However, the first piece of art that gave her hair color actually had her hair color be black. This was then changed in the very next image that featured her with hair color. By the DM herself, so it's been white ever since. Surprise! Wait, you're telling me my hair color used to be black? Yes. Huh.
Yeah, Henry actually used to not be albino.
You mean to tell me that you could have saved me so much money on sunscreen? People might have actually picked up on the fact that I'm supposed to be Muslim, but whatever.
Alright.
Okay. Had enough bickering amongst yourselves?
Yes.
No, but whatever.
You've been awfully quiet over there. What's the matter, Orca?
This is stupid.
You
He
know
thinks
I'm
so
going.
too. I think this is hilarious.
You know I'm going to look through the records in Kyrol about you, right?
Is that about Orca or...
That's about Orca.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's where I was like, yeah, I wasn't quite sure who you were referring to.
Henry, you're not gonna remember, right?
But boom, mate.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, that one's kind of...
It depends. It depends on how relevant to his story it is.
Right.
What if he pulls out from his breast pocket a notepad?
You
And I
can
bet if-
try.
But what if I write it vague enough?
Go ahead and try.
He
See
just
what
write-
happens.
He just writes the name Orca on the notepad.
The what's he writing with? Pen or pencil?
Pen.
The ink floats off the page.
Was worth a shot. Hadn't seen
Coalesces
anybody
into a
else.
small version of the World Weaver itself, and just waggles a finger at him.
Nah, you didn't
It
say
will
the
be
magic
there for the
word.
rest of the game.
Just you didn't say the magic word.
He goes to put the pen and the notepad away. It's like, well, nobody. I haven't seen anybody else try it.
I'm glad that you did, because that means somebody has to deal with that thing now.
What do you mean by that?
The World Weaver gestures to the small version of him made out of the ink that is waggling its finger at Henry.
Wouldn't happen to be weak to radiant damage, would it?
You can try and hurt it. I don't think it will work.
You didn't pull that thing from Arcavios, did you? It's the only place I've seen anything like that.
Okay, so you
This
definitely.
is my realm. I control everything here. I don't need to bring things from anywhere other than people to host this show.
Yeah, but when you say somebody needs to deal with it, that implies.
What does it imply?
It implies someone getting rid of it.
I see how you could come to that conclusion. However, you're not going to be able to. It's just going to be there and annoy you for the rest of the game.
Great. So, anyone who's actually watching who plays in the future, hopefully partly if karma's worth anything, don't try to take notes.
The next truth or dare. Not truth or dare. Fuck, two truths and a lie. My brain, it does not function. Ah!
Mood.
Mood. Do you guys just not work with your brain sometimes?
My favorite Pokemon type is Steel. I have been drinking since I was 16 years old. I am wearing at least 3 pieces of jewelry right now.
I'm gonna use the bathroom while I think about that. You're walking. Are you serious? I'm gonna have to look at your. Yes. Deal with it.
It's like, yeah, don't worry, he'll be back. Anywho,
Who do you suppose this is?
it's like, well, by process of elimination, methinks this is the Boons.
I mean, I know some years we've had it, so at least the first year, I know that Letter here had 2 truths and a lie, so that is.
Oh, this is true.
So
yeah.
it's not. Furthermore, it might not necessarily be about Boone, but it could be about the characters.
Well, does Boone Cannon have Pokemon?
Even I know that like several as it can cover like various topics. I believe Pokemon is at least a topic that could be covered. So at the very least, even if there are no Pokemon in the Boone Canon world, there can still be the concept of Pokemon probably still exists. Therefore,
Henry, you're gay anyway. Henry, you're gay anyway. I don't understand why you would complain. Yeah, I normally prefer to consent, and besides, I'm into men, not blobs of meat matter. Ow! Anyway, yes, Pokemon exist in Boone Canon.
okay, well, even if Pokemon didn't, the concept of Pokemon probably does. So the real question is it yours / Henry's, or is it Letter's?
Sorry, can we repeat the three statements again?
My favorite Pokemon type is Steel. I have been drinking since I was 16 years old. Right now.
Well, I was away. Is there a specific reason we're ruling out it being Danny?
Probably because Danny was the one asking about it in the first place.
Ah, okay.
Remember,
So
you're allowed to try and convince people it's not you.
Good
yeah,
point.
that's true.
So you could just be falling for Danny's gambit to make you pick someone else so Danny can get more points later on and win.
I mean, I did admit it to BBs, but oops.
That's okay.
I would like to know, you didn't actively admit to it being Mimi's. I do not recall you actively admitting to it being Mimi's.
Oh, I said guilty when you said it was probably Mimi's.
Oh, I didn't even hear that.
Oh.
I do think that regardless of which one it is, I think the wearing 3 pieces of jewelry right now is. But with it being a question about right now, it's very easy for that to have come up with on the fly. But it's also harder to plan that out. So I think it is more likely to be Letters. But regardless, I think the 3 pieces of jewelry right now is the lie.
Alright, I guess, just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna go with the Pokemon answer. So I think that...
And whose do you think it is?
I think it's Letters.
It's like... Yeah, I think I'll say that it's letters too.
PP?
All right. So what was the second one again? You started drinking since 16?
I have been drinking since I was 16.
Okay, so... To be honest, it's between the Pokemon and the 3 pieces of jewelry. However, I'm going to also go with the jewelry answer, and I'm going to think it's you, Letter. I hope you're right. I hope so, too.
So, you saw right through me. It's me. However, none of you got it right. I am indeed wearing 3 pieces of jewelry. I have a question mark necklace, a butterfly wristband, and a skull wristband on my other hand.
Ah.
My favorite Pokemon type is Steel because I fucking love robots.
Yeah, see, I knew that if it was you, there was no way that was the lie.
I started drinking at, I think I was 19 when I started, like, actually just going out and getting booze to drink.
Okay.
Is that the legal age in the plane
Technically,
of Australia?
technically, where I live, you can drink at 12 years old.
Damn.
Australia's a very weird. Australia.
You can have a
Zendikar.
single standard drink with your meal at 12 years old, as long as your guardian buys it for you.
It's like that.
Australia sounds a lot like Zendikar.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah, Australia doesn't fuck around.
I guess that's part of why I was thinking, oh, it's probably not the drinking one.
No, I had a drink once on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day when I was 15, but I didn't start drinking until I was like 19.
Right.
But the thing is, I planned these 3 in advance.
Okay.
These aren't a spur of the moment. I just came up with these. I've been wearing these 3 things for fucking ever since I got this butterfly wristband. I've had it on literally every single fucking day.
Oh wow.
I do actually agree with Boone's logic for why he came to the answer he did, though. It was basically a 50-50. Thank you.
It pretty much was, but I'm going to now show you all actually what I have on. I'm taking it off so I can show you, because I very much like the stuff that I wear.
I mean, Boone, I said you were ugly. I didn't say you were stupid. Okay?
But yes, congratulations, you saw through me. They were indeed mine. And now, because I am just me, I'm going to take a picture of the jewelry that I wear.
I mean, well, at least it wasn't... At least you got like 1/2 of it right, I guess. So...
Yeah, you all got a point.
Yippee.
Hey, the more points you get, the better stuff you leave with. And you actually get to keep the stuff you leave with.
Oh. Why so melancholy? I'm pretty sure you're... The person you're connected to is having a fun time, aren't you, Danny?
It's like, I'm having a blast.
And besides,
All
Heather,
right.
considering what's going to be happening in the future, depending on what it is, you might need it. What's that supposed to mean? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry, meaning whatever it is you get, you probably won't need it. Oh. That's encouraging. You won't remember this, so... Okay. Yeah, you're right.
It's time for the next 2 truths and a lie. I've competed and taken first place at a karate tournament. I've recovered from surgery without prescribed pain medication. I've worked in the third highest luxury hotel in Walt Disney World.
Boone, you think this is Danny's?
I think it's Danny's, yeah.
I mean, we can already rule out me slash Mimi, and we can already rule out Letter. So by default, it's either you or Danny.
It's like, well, remember last year, Letter threw a fast one on us. He threw us questions for somebody we didn't even know.
I did that the first year too.
Yeah, so who knows? So for all we know,
I always add myself and someone else. Because like if it was just like I left it up for that, you'd just be able to go, oh, that's just who it is through process of elimination.
So
Also, who knows? I may have given you a second load from me.
I mean, there's no rule against it. For that
I
matter,
make the rules.
I mean, for that matter, what if TP did two? What about the character, and what about himself?
What if I asked?
Letter just decided to use both of them.
What if I asked at least one of you to give me 2 sets?
I mean, it's also possible that TP volunteered 2 sets.
Look, the thing is, you can't exactly rule people out. You never know what kind of bullshit I'm gonna pull.
it's
Repeat the questions. There's one of them I'm convinced is a truth, but the other 2 I need to hear again.
I've competed and taken first place at a karate tournament. I've recovered from surgery without prescribed pain medication. I've worked in the third highest luxury hotel in Walt Disney World.
The first and the third feel... I know they're not really opposites, but they feel opposite enough where one of them could be the truth and one of them could be the lie. And I think it'd be too obvious if the one that stands out as being less physical is the lie. So I think it's first place in the karate tournament that's more likely to be the lie.
Admittedly, I still assume this is Danny. No offense. Given what I know, or what I believe I remember,
I think it's Danny too.
I assume that the third one is very much possible. Which leaves the other 2, which is... So I mean, I guess it's possible for someone to recover without using prescribed medication. It would be more difficult. Yeah, but at the same time,
I mean, I reset a broken collarbone without medication, so
it's true. So, but on the other hand, I do think knowing how Danny can. Knowing that Danny also does some like aerobics, is that what I'm thinking of? I believe she could do karate and could even get first place.
I believe she could do karate. I just don't think that she does.
I do know if she does, I do not believe she has talked about it often. So you know, I'm going. It's difficult. However, I'm going to go and choose the medication one. It's probably like, if only because it means that we have the more of a possibility of at least one of ours being the answer.
A better guarantee of some points getting on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Even though this isn't really cooperative, but still.
Even still, more like the higher the chance of someone getting a point, other than guessing whose
And
thing
and
it
who
is.
knows if this episode gets good enough ratings, they may up the prize pool for us.
So, Danny, who do you think it is?
Okay, yeah. It's like, yeah, well, suffice it to say, yeah, it is me. Yeah, so you're
Yes, it is Danny.
Yeah, so you're definitely right about that. As for the lie is I've competed and taken first place at a karate tournament. Because it was not a karate tournament that I won, it was a taekwondo tournament that I won.
That means what? Boone gets the point.
Yeah.
And also the point for correctly identifying it was Danny. Thank you very much.
I tally those points up as we go, so don't worry
Yeah.
about that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess it's my turn now to give story time for my answers. So, like I said, when I was in middle school, I did take taekwondo for a couple of years, and I competed specifically in forms. And yeah, I ended up taking first place, like in my age bracket. The recovering from surgery. So this happened when I was, I think I was like 5-6 years old. I had my tonsils taken out because I was getting strep throat very easily. So they said, all right, we'll take the tonsils out, which definitely fixed the problem. But for whatever reason, my surgeon, the only pain medication he was prescribing me was medication I'm allergic to. So I had to recover from tonsil surgery as a kid with no pain meds. Like, the most I could take was maybe a Tylenol, but that's not really prescription. It fucking sucked. And then for the third one, like, so when I was doing my culinary internship, I actually did my internship at Walt Disney World, and
That's why I thought.
yeah, and I was specifically assigned to the Yacht and Beach Club Resort. So, like, in Walt Disney World, I believe, I
have to pause you here.
Oh.
Did you say yacht?
Yacht, yes.
Yacht.
Yeah. Yeah, the Yacht and Beach Club.
It's
So it's like,
yacht. It's yacht.
Yeah.
Please.
yeah. But that one is the third highest luxury hotel. Like, the top two, when people think luxury hotels in Disney World, it's the Grand Floridian and the Polynesian. Like, those are like your top two, like, ridiculously expensive luxury. So I was working in the third highest luxury one. And I did that for about 4 months.
Boone, I swear to fuck, you can look at World's End results later.
I'm listening. And no, that's actually really fucking cool.
That is
Like,
actually really cool.
I figured it was true, but still, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I think it's interesting because both mine and Henry's mindset was that you don't do karate. Like, I guess technically we were right, but you do something similar.
Yeah.
So that made it very interesting.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Well, it's
So I was wrong on my reasoning, but right on the answer.
well, that was where, in the previous two, whenever we've done these truths and the lie, I've always done it pertaining to the characters. This year, obviously, I pertained it to myself, specifically so that I wouldn't give too much info away on Orca.
Which is a good call.
It's like, well,
I wouldn't
at least
have minded.
At least somebody respects my privacy.
The only reason your privacy was respected is because they didn't want to spoil the future.
I don't know. Danny,
Yes.
yucked. I'm not gonna let that. I'm not gonna let that slide. It's yacht.
I mean,
I'm
considering
pretentious as fuck, but it's yacht, Danny. Yacht, not yucked. This is like my problem with people saying guillotine when it's guillotine.
gotta go get a quesadilla.
Fucking strangle you, Boone.
Listen, I didn't think I could feel this much. I could feel pain from like all these mispronunciations, but
Mine was
Be
on
thankful
purpose.
you can't
Mine-
feel how much it hurts.
Mine was on purpose. To be fair.
I know. All right. So, it's time for another one. I am a criminal. Yeah, there's a first fucking thing for you. I am a criminal. I play an important role in my society. I left my home after refusing marriage. Let's see what you can get.
Well, the interesting thing is, we know that Orca's a criminal, but I'm not so certain that it's a.
This is interesting because, like, I don't think this sounds like Henry.
Well,
Look, he's a member of the DA's office. He's a criminal.
Yeah, well, that's what.
Oh fuck
Okay,
you.
but like, criminal, not like, morally a criminal.
You
know?
can be mad at me when you don't have people like Damon Gant working with you. No, that's right. This year is just Phoenix Wright references. Let's go.
I do.
You know what?
I understood that reference.
I'm not that kind of. Whatever. We're from entirely different places. I'm pretty sure that's not even the right multiverse. All prosecutors are the same, I guess.
Yes.
Well, most of you are pricks.
Trust me, I agree that most prosecutors are pricks. I'm not most. Anyway, I think it's actually about Orca.
Okay. I know, that's where it's like, and again, I don't know anything about Henry, so this is like a fucking toss-up.
I think it's about Orca, and I think that the one that isn't true is that she left her home after is the marriage one.
You know what? Because of the seeming theme we've got going on this year, I need the music to be changed.
Oh. Okay.
You're gonna put on Phoenix Wright music, aren't you?
Oh,
Every time I show up anywhere, all anyone wants to do is yell objection at me. I swear to fuck.
I need that music played.
Like when me and Jacob met, he did the same fucking thing.
The one that you just posted, letter?
Yeah, I need that one played.
Alrighty, let me get that set up for you.
Because unfortunately this year I don't have complete control over the music bot like I would for the previous years. So I am working with Danny here.
I know, it's like, yeah, like prior to this, we tried to get it working, but that's okay. Alrighty.
Oh hell yeah!
This is actually kind of a jam.
That's right. Dual Destiny's music. Ah.
I mean, I
Why
agree.
didn't you incorporate Phoenix Wright music into my theme? I can still recompose and do that.
Because it was funny. That's just your answer for everything, isn't it? Yes.
Figures.
Anyway, like I said, I think it's about Orca, and I think the marriage one is the lie.
EP, what do you think?
The fact that you're going to me next tells me a lot.
Does it? Or is that
I
just
just-
the order I have the names of my scoreboard listed in?
That and could be going to you specifically to build the tension, and because of the fact that Danny's character has already been guessed, therefore making it more uncertain.
It's true. But I don't think it's I don't think it's Henry. And I know it's not Mimi.
I mean, I guess you could say I'm a criminal, but like, only by process of the fact that people really don't like the fact that I'm a tiefling.
Well, that's okay. I mean that you're not. I still don't think that, like, I know the other two don't really apply to you.
I mean, if you were to think it was me, I will tell you that the third one is the lie. So if you think it's me, then you'd be giving the same answer as me.
Well, even if here's the thing. I would still also be thinking number 3, regardless of whether or not it's Orca or Henry. However, I think it's Orca.
Okay. Danny, who do you think it is?
Okay, I'm probably gonna be completely wrong and off base about this. And if I, for whatever reason, am correct, then I guess this is psychic bitch powers being activated right now. But I think this is the one that Letter is pulling a fast one on us.
I was aware of that being possible as well, and the fact that you think that indicates that is possible.
You locked
but
in your answer. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was about to say, but I'm not changing my answer. That'd be unfair.
Yeah.
Yeah, because...
I locked in my answer. I can't exactly change it. That's fine.
Unlike some prosecutors, I'm interested in doing things fairly.
Yeah. You know, because, again, I know Letter likes to mindfuck us, and we love him for it. That being said, two of those things sounded very familiar to me. I'm gonna go on a whim, and I am going to say that the lie is I am a criminal. And the reason I'm thinking that, I think he's talking about Kira.
Wow.
So who wants to own up to whose this is? No one? Oh, yes, I have to then. It was the red herring.
It's Ricky.
Danny,
isn't it?
you saw straight through the shit.
Oh.
Psychic
However-
bitch powers!
However, it's not about Kira.
Really?
It's Ricky, isn't it?
No. This is about
Luke?
Nenny, the ethical bandit.
Oh.
You would have seen Nenny being posted in the art channel with Frog'em lads. Nenny is a criminal. She is a bandit. She left her home after refusing an arranged marriage.
So we were all wrong.
You were all wrong. No, she's just a bandit. She doesn't serve any important purpose in the universe she's in.
Yet.
You know.
Fun note about Nenny: the way she left her home after abandoning the marriage is she broke a spear over the dude's head.
Damn.
Like she hit him over the head with a spear and snapped it in half.
Okay, yeah, because like the whole running away from marriage and then serving like an important role, I was like, that sounds a lot like Kira. You know, because like she served a very important role in the campaign, and yeah, that whole that was why she left home and such. So that's where I was thinking. That was where my line of thinking was going. It was like, yeah, he probably pulled from Curse of Strahd.
It was honestly, the questions I wrote out for it was meant to lead you into sort of that idea that it's one of the characters we played. Because I am a criminal and I serve an important role in my society. Those work on JJ and Ricky. Mm-hmm. I serve an important role in my society and I ran away from an arranged marriage. Work really fucking well for Kira. I did it on purpose because I'm a dick.
Yeah, a criminal and important role in society can work for a couple of different ones, I think. Baku, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, these people know who that dumb bird guy is?
He's my
my-
best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
People know who Baku is?
in several different realities, Baku is best friends with one or more of Letter's characters.
What can I say? I do some dumb shit. We do a little bit of clowning.
It's like, okay, look, I'll admit that this girl here, she's a lot smarter than she lets on, but I swear she's a fucking masochist. Why is she enjoying this?
Probably because it's funny.
It is not funny.
I don't know. I think it's pretty funny.
I think you're thinking of a sadist because she's not the one being tortured. I'm actually starting to have fun with this.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really been getting anything right other than, well, technically you. Shut up. I mean, yeah, we haven't been getting anything right other than maybe the one guessing who it might have been, but like at the very least, you know, yeah, this isn't half bad. Like, learn to lighten up a little.
Are we ready for the next one?
Sure.
Sure.
I have died before. I have killed someone before. I have brought someone back to life before.
Oh boy.
Okay, here's
Wait a minute.
it.
We don't know that there's... Okay. Hang on.
Are you gonna say we don't know if that like about?
Yeah,
the
there could be multiple red herrings.
I was just thinking that. I was just thinking.
I do have a plethora of people I know and many, many more characters I can pull from. Who knows what I've got planned?
Here's the thing. I've killed before. I've died before. Both of those apply to several different characters.
It's a matter of, I guess it's a matter of which character is Letter referring to.
Here's the thing. I think Letter would primarily use his own characters for a red herring. I guess he technically could use other people's, because my main thing is either Ricky or Kedrot. But I think Kedrot technically has brought somebody back to life. So I think it's Ricky. And I think the lie is that he's brought somebody back to life.
Alright. It's like, damn, now, yeah, now you got us fucking questioning.
Who knows? There's so many things that could happen.
It could be Henry.
It's-
I don't think it's Boone because I think Boone does not have the power to bring people back to life, and I don't think he has died. He might have killed someone before.
Look, we don't know what Boone's power set really is, so we can't make that association.
Well,
I mean,
I guess it should be clarified referring to the IRL Boone and not Boone Cannon Boone.
Yeah,
Stop
exactly.
breaking my brain!
Man.
Although it could be about Boone Cannon Boone if you really want to go there. But I think it's Ricky. I think that makes a lot more sense.
Has any of... Legitimate question. Is there any character that Ricky has played, that Letter has played, that has revived someone?
Right.
I have played clerics in many
No,
games.
wait. Technically, yes. Hang on. So,
Rags is a necromancer.
yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. I'm like, wait a minute, he was a necromancer.
Oh. And... Well, I guess
I have played a grave cleric
and you could
and
technically...
a cleric of the forge.
Yeah, but the thing is, with Rags, all three are true.
True.
Are they?
Unless... Well, Rags has killed before. Actually, I guess technically Rags hasn't died. Now, granted, I guess this partially depends on if it's...
Think of the wording.
If it's Rags or Merlin.
Think of the wording of the comments.
Mm-hmm, that's true.
Have you... Can you repeat the wording of the comment before?
I've died before. I've killed before. I've revived another before.
Yeah, so
I revived.
I still think... Because Ricky hasn't revived another person. And... I still think it's Ricky, and I think the revived is the lie.
okay. In that case, I'll follow up.
I could be wrong, though.
I'll follow. You know what? I'll be the one. I'll follow up and say that this is Rags he's talking about, and it's the yeah, because we know Rags is killed before, and we know that he's brought people back because he's a necromancer.
Boone, you said you think it's one of my characters again?
Yes, specifically Ricky.
Yeah, Boone.
Okay.
Yeah, Boone is saying Ricky. I am saying Rags.
Who do you think, TP?
The thing is, both of those are very possible. Both of these are very possible, and I can't think of. This is difficult because because I know because it could be you. It could be either one. You could just be throwing a fast one on us, and it could just be someone else entirely. That is entirely
For all
possible.
you know, it could just be testimony from a doctor.
It could be testimony from someone else.
Yeah, because technically, if someone's heart stops, it just dies.
Yeah.
Or they
And if you
die.
start their heart again, you are considered to have revived them. Who
Yeah.
knows?
And yeah, and so it could be someone who, someone who has actually had their heart stop and then been revived. And maybe they killed somebody on accident. It could be a whole host of things. There could be tons of things it could be.
I hate it here. I can't think of what it will be. Mimi, what do you think? I'm kind of relying on you for this. Damn it!
I have to admit, the way this is worded is certainly loose enough to be open to interpretation, but still very specific.
I'm... Okay. I need to... I don't think that's...
Any fucking
I was
time,
trying
any
to think,
fucking
what
time,
about-
sweetheart. We got places to be.
You got all the time in the universe.
A zip runs across her mouth, stealing it shut. Oh dear, what happened? Music bot left. Shit.
What? Oh no.
Maybe you didn't set it to loop?
No, I set it to loop. It's been looping.
Just do it
Don't worry,
again.
Okay.
Do it
hang
again.
on, I'm gonna pull a different track for you to play.
Okay.
All right.
The music bot.
Okay. Considering who we're talking about, I am going to go. I'm gonna be the odd one out. I think it's gonna be another one of Letter's characters. Possibly, I don't know. But I'm actually gonna say that you have not killed before. So all of us have different answers.
So, all three of you think it's one of my characters that I've played. One says Ricky, one says Rags, the other says probably one of my clerics.
Or just another...
Just another character I played.
Yes.
Does anybody want to own up to whose these actually are?
Boone, you deceptive piece of shit.
He was lying to you the whole time.
I thought See, that was also in the back of my mind. However, comma, I decided to trust my gut. Anyways,
Okay.
hey, Henry, which one is it?
So, Boone, which is the lie?
The lie is that Henry has revived another before.
And Danny, you voted. You said it was Ricky, didn't you?
No, I said it was Rags.
You said it was Rags. And what did you think the lie was?
What you call it?
Has not
Yeah,
died.
it has not died.
That means no one gets points this round.
Nope.
No. I said that it was that it was has not been revived, and said it was.
You don't get points for your own one. Also, the music isn't
Damn.
playing.
Yeah, I know. I went to I typed in the link and it just says now searching. Please wait. So.
Well, you know what? I think making sure no one else scored anything is a win on that front anyway.
I think Boogie might be having a seizure right now.
All right, we'll
I
try
do
something
play
else because this
I
man
do-
has been lying to you through his teeth.
I do
Let's
play
try this
social
song.
deduction.
Let's...
I do play social deduction games, so
Look,
I
I'm a
do-
professional liar. You can never tell if I'm lying to your face at all.
it's true.
I had you all by the balls when we were playing Among Us.
Okay, hang on. Let me try disconnecting and reconnecting Boogie real quick.
Yeah, try with this other song because I think this one will work for our lying little prosecutor down here.
No, it still says now searching. Please wait. It just does.
God fucking damn it!
Yeah, it's like it just does
Let's just
not.
pick a
It does not
let's-
want to load.
Let's just pick a different song for now.
No, that's the thing. Like
Oh.
every song that he's given me, it's not loading. I don't know. It might be on Boogie's end.
Fucking, I hope this because these are Ace Attorney songs. They're great. I need them to play. I just put on Dark Age of the Law.
Henry, I'll leave it up to you. Do you want to elaborate on the having killed before and having died before? Not on the having killed before, no. Yeah, that's understandable. But I suppose that could be true in a couple of different ways. For one, one's spark igniting could be considered a particular kind of death, especially when it comes from certain extreme trauma, as at least one of our other contestants would probably be able to attest to. But that's not what that means. I mentioned that I was technically a cleric because I did literally die and a god revived me, and that's how that happened. I basically have that god's spirit within me.
I meant the music isn't playing.
I know. It's like I don't know why it does not want to load up. I'm sorry.
Feels awfully quiet.
Yes, it is very unnaturally quiet, and I am not a fan.
I know. I know. It's like I'm working on it.
Yeah.
So it's not working with other songs, is it?
It's just not loading anything. Like, let me see if I can load up one of my songs just for shits and giggles. No, it doesn't want to load anything.
No, what the hell? Boogie, why do you break on me?
I will be right back.
Oh, okay.
God damn it.
I blame Dave.
Dave is our faithful cameraman, and we do not blame him for anything.
Okay, then we're not blaming Dave. Hey, look, sometimes it's. I don't know. We gotta know that. We gotta know. We gotta know what we did, what boundaries we need to set. You're not gonna get me in trouble, are you?
I return.
Yep, no problem.
And yeah, part of what I did was with that was I also like had a very believable lie. If I'd have realized though that I couldn't get any points on my own, I probably would have directly led them towards Rags. But based on the fact that they didn't go with my answer specifically, but just went with the theming of it being you, I think actually I would have been better off with the way I did it, of getting the correct answer but the wrong person.
It's like, yeah, I'm sorry. For whatever reason, Boogie just does not want to cooperate today.
Maybe it just isn't a fan of fucking Ace Attorney music.
The
But-
Ace Attorney was too much for it to handle.
By the way, during that whole exchange, Letter sent me a DM that says, "You shit lord." And I just sent a smiley face back.
What did you do?
Well, it was the whole thing of me like lying out of my ass.
Yeah. He's the first one who decided he would lie his way through and see no one get points.
I chose
It's time for
violence.
another two truths and a lie.
Oh boy.
My whole plan is to get a dog. I am unnaturally short for my race. I am named after my primary weapon.
I see.
All I know is I desperately want the dog answer to be a truth.
I also want the dog answer. to
I
be a
really want the dog answer to be a truth.
truth. To be a truth. Can we? I almost feel like we could all just like, we should all just, even if it's wrong, we all collectively agree: do not pick the dog answer. If we all fail, we all fail together.
I'm like 99% sure it's one of Letter's characters. But I do not know. Could you repeat the second one, please?
I am unnaturally short for my race.
Okay, so unnaturally short dog.
As much as I think the entire plan to get a dog is potentially a lie, I also think it's a little specific to be true. I think the named after the primary weapon is the lie, but yes, it's I believe we'd stick with the fact that it's one of Letter's characters.
Let's see here.
For your race, named after your primary weapon. Plan is to get a dog. That could just be a person. Just straight up a person.
Yeah, it could just be a regular person, other than
In that
being
case,
named
the
after
answer
the
would be-
named after the primary weapon couldn't be. So I guess that would be where.
Yeah.
It could just be a person, and that could just be a very blatant lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But by including the
Although
word
it
race,
could be a person, and that could be the truth.
that would be a very
They could have a username that reflects their primary weapon in a video game, or
Yep.
or
Who
a weapon
knows?
that or a weapon that they use in like martial arts tournament, like they.
It could also just be named after. It could just be a fictional character from comics.
That's true. Could be a lot
So-
of things.
There's
I'm
never
sticking-
any reason why you seem to lock it towards it's either me or a normal person. I could just be telling you about a character I like.
That's
could
true.
be, but if the
At the
But, like-
at the end of the day, I still want to say that the dog answer is the truth.
Yeah, the dog
Me
answer,
too.
It's like
the dog answers the truth.
Dog answer is the truth for sure. I think the named after weapon is a lie. Wait. This is no. That doesn't make sense. Never mind. I just don't know who it is. Is the main thing I'm struggling with.
right.
Because I feel like I have the vibe of what's not true. I just don't know who it is. That's where I'm struggling.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, so I guess ultimately, I'm gonna say, yeah, this is another one of Letter shenanigans. And
I'm gonna say the character's name. I'm gonna say that it's. I'm not even 100% sure it's one of Letter's characters. I'm gonna say that their name is Ballista. I'm gonna be overly specific for no reason. That will get you less points. You're stupid. And it's probably not right. Yeah, but I don't have a better do you have a better answer? Well, no, other than being a little bit more vague, so you get the points. Fine. I guess it's one of Letter's characters.
DP, what do you think?
I think it's also. I'm just gonna go. You did bring up the possibility of a username. Part of me is thinking that it is that the answer is being unusually short for their race, because the person we are talking about is Beans, whose little name has a frag in it, which is a weapon, like a frag grenade. I'm hoping my lisp is not making things more awkward or whatever. You know?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. So that's my answer. I'm locking in on short, not short. That's the lie. The lie is that they are short.
Danny, what do you think?
Alrighty. Like I said, I think this is another one of your shenanigans. I'm just going to make the assumption that this is another one of your characters. desperately want the dog to be a truth. So I'm just going to randomly guess the short answer. That you're short. That's the lie.
Okay, so congratulations to Danny and Boone. This is indeed another one of my characters. His name is Hammer.
Okay.
He is a dwarf-sized warforged. And his sole goal in life is to build himself a dog. He is a cleric of the forge and an artificer. Now, you may not... Wait, no, none of those are false. One of them is a lie. He was not named after his... He wasn't named after his weapon. He does use a warhammer. He was named after his tool because he's a blacksmith.
Tricky.
That's right. That's right. Technicalities come into this one.
I like.
Oh,
Okay.
hey.
Yeah.
Okay, look, I understand. This is all fun and games. You have not gotten us a single point. I know.
You know, most people would be annoyed by this level of pedantry, but I'm a
You're a lawyer. You don't get to be annoyed about this level of pedantry.
I was about to say I'm a lawyer, so I'm actually thoroughly enjoying this.
And no one cares what Orca thinks.
But yes, he was a character I played for a short time. He is a dwarf-sized warforged. His whole goal in his life was to build himself a dog.
I love it. I just knew
It was great.
I just knew I desperately wanted that to be a truth because it was like that. Because like, come on.
I suppose well, if he's a warforged, I suppose technically any height would be unnaturally short for his race, since warforged aren't natural beings in the first place.
They're all about 6 foot, actually.
That is technically incorrect, but
Technically incorrect, but he's closer to 3 foot.
yeah, like it would be accurate to call him unnaturally short for his race regardless.
Yeah.
Because number one, most warforged are tall. Number two, warforged aren't natural in the first place, so anything would be unnaturally short.
Okay, we have one more 2 truths and a lie.
Oh boy.
One more before we move on to the next segment.
Yeah, prepared.
I exist in every conceivable universe. I got my start by consuming a person. I am morally good.
I exist in every conceivable universe. I am morally good, and I got my start by eating another person. Do you say?
Consuming a person, yes.
Consuming a person.
There is a difference between eating and consuming.
True.
I think it's one of the versions of rags. I am inclined to say that because the thing is, I don't think that R4GS rags was originally
Remember,
more good.
R4GS is just his serial number. That's him in every timeline.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what I mean. Abode Rags. I don't think Abode Rags. Like, I think 2 of those are untrue with Abode Rags. But I think only one of them is untrue with Merlin. So I'm going to go with it being Merlin, and the second one is false.
The false one being I got my start by consuming a person.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh,
We'll
you
go
know
to
what?
Danny
Hold
this
on.
time.
Hold on,
Oh.
hold on. Actually,
I hear paper. He's taking notes.
no, I'm not. I'm not. No, I'm not. No, that wasn't paper. That was a spoon. Anyway, I think actually, I think the false one is morally good.
Oh,
And it may not be, and it may not be actually Merlin, because I think Rags starts out as evil. I think Merlin is technically true neutral. And I'm partially hedging my bets because I know it might not be actually reboot Merlin. It could be a different Rags from the ones we're talking about.
It could even just not be Rags.
Yeah, it could also not be Rags. It could be Jijo, who's a Baku, who's a Blackfoot, and so
I'm gonna go on a limb and I'm also going to say that the lie is morally good. The morally good one is the lie. How
it could be the World Weaver.
That's actually what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's the world.
Oh my god,
I'm thinking it's the World Weaver because the World Weaver's a shitlord.
I also was thinking it's the
I
World
can
Weaver.
hear you.
I know, and that's the funny part of it.
Like that's just it. I think with it specifically being exists in every reality, I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure that applies to the World Weaver. I think World Weaver technically exists outside of realities, so that's part of why I say it's not the World Weaver. But there's a possibility that's incorrect.
I mean, okay.
Look at you, little lawyer, playing detective again, are we?
All right. Well, I have
That's part of my job.
Well,
I agree with Danny on it being the World Weaver. However, I have a question, and I guess it does. I guess you can refuse to answer it. If you exist outside of all realities, does that technically also mean you can exist in every reality, as you could just?
I am not obligated to give you an answer to that question.
Yeah, objection. That goes to the truth of the matter asserted.
This isn't a court of law, little lawyer.
Is my objection invalid though? Because you overruled it for exactly that reason.
Your objection isn't wrong. I'm just telling you that you have no power here.
Technically, I wouldn't have power in a courtroom either. That would be the judge, who would technically be you, if this were a courtroom.
I'm just gonna follow. I'm just gonna take the same thing as
Danny. You're not World Weaver is not morally good, or not always morally good.
Okay, let's see. Does anybody actually want to own up to this? Nobody?
Nope, because it's
All
you.
right. It's not me at all, actually. It's not any of my characters. It's my favorite Spider-Man. Allow me to tell you the tale of Spiders-Man. Spiders-Man is an evil Peter Parker. Or he would. He would be an evil Peter Parker. If they didn't eat Peter Parker when he fell into their enclosure. Spiders-Man is a collection of psychically linked spiders who consume Peter Parker when he falls into their enclosure. They gain Peter Parker's memories and emotions and mind and believe themselves to be Peter Parker. Spiders-Man took part in an inter-reality war on the side of the evil spiders. He worked with, I believe, he went by Wolf Spider, which was just a straight-up evil Peter Parker. Spiders-Man, close to the end of this, with the unwitting aid of someone who could travel through different universes, left one of their spiders in every conceivable universe in Marvel. Spiders-Man is not a villain. They're not evil. They are morally grey, as they are their friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, but they're also not a good guy.
I was like, dude, where the fuck was this in Into the Spider-Verse? This sounds awesome.
No, this was Clone Wars bullshit. And by the way, the player Boone, IRL Boone, fucking hate you for bringing up Clone Wars bullshit.
Look,
Okay,
Clone Wars bullshit may be Clone Wars bullshit, but Spiders-Man is so fucking cool.
I don't know, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
I mean-
this sounds so cool. That's why it's like, yeah, where was this in the Spider-Verse?
Okay.
Then
Wait a
we're
minute,
never
that
going to
actually the
acknowledge
point?
this in the Spider-Verse. If they struggle to acknowledge Ben Reilly, the one thing that remained canon out of Clone Wars, then no.
Wait.
Hold on. Does that mean we get a point? I mean,
do-
we might have gotten the.
We did all say that him being morally good was a lie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Everyone got a point, as Spiders-Man is not morally good, but he's also not evil.
We did at the very least pick up the vibe.
I very much do, thoroughly love Spiders-Man. But yes, he is. Spiders-Man is a evil, in air quotes, Peter Parker, who is just a collection of spiders in the Spider-Man suit. They believe themselves to be Peter Parker, and are one of the few evil spiders who survived the Clone Wars. And left a single spider of theirs in every conceivable reality, allowing them to monitor every conceivable reality.
And I believe Spiders-Man is one of the Spider-Men that's most directly connected to all the Web of Life bullshit.
Yes, because, and that's half of that is because he's now in every universe.
Yeah.
He's in every conceivable universe. So is inextricably tied now to the Web of Life and Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
Spiders-Man is in the same way that Darkseid is. And they are just my favorite Spider-Man. I could gush about them all the time. I almost set this set of Truth or Dare up about Sun Spider, who was my second favorite Spider-Man.
Ooh.
That sounds like you know who Sun Spider is.
At the very least, a little bit, I remember who Sun Spider is.
Sun Spider was a creation for a fan contest where the winner would become canon.
Yep.
And get their own comic. Sun Spider is a disabled person of color who uses a wheelchair in their civilian persona and crutches while as Sun Spider. And instead of using wrist launchers for the webs, they use they're crutches.
That's cool.
Damn.
Yeah, Sun Spider is also very cool. But Spiders Man is my favorite because that's just a fucked idea for a character. Oh no, our protagonist has been eaten. Guess we have... What the fuck?
I don't know.
That's the protagonist?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, where's that movie?
Yeah. Funny
You
enough,
don't want that movie.
in some ways a similar origin story to I believe Spectacular, or the one that's Doc Ock.
Superior.
Superior, that's it.
Yeah, Superior Spider-Man, where Doc Ock takes over Peter's body and tries to become a Superior Spider-Man. Fails.
Yeah.
Learns what being a hero is really like and then relinquishes the body back.
Yep.
There's your speed run of Superior Spider-Man. You're welcome. We don't talk about Superior Iron Man.
We really don't talk about Superior Iron Man. Oh my god.
He's a skin in Marvel Rivals, and I don't trust anyone who uses it.
Another thing we don't talk about is when Tony Stark died and they had young Tony Stark from the past brought to the future being Iron Man. And I'm glad they didn't go that route in the MCU, because people would fucking shit all over that way more than what the MCU is already doing. It would be worse. It could be worse. This is part of why I can't shit on the MCU too much, because it's like it could be way worse than this.
Okay. So we're ending this segment of Two Truths and a Lie, and the scoreboard looks like this. Boone is on 7 points, Danny is on 5, and TP is on 3. Commanding lead, 2 points apart. So now we go to questions. And this time we're doing it a bit different. Questions are going to be a sort of free-for-all. Each of you will have a soundboard effect tied to you.
Oh no.
What?
Oh yes.
No, that cut out for me. I don't know what.
You will each have a soundboard effect you use, and that will be your buzzer. So, for Henry, you have... If I had the objection sound effect on this server, I would have done that.
Well, the thing is, I can do ones for from other servers, and actually,
No, you're not using any of those ones. Do you have the objection sound effect?
I don't think I have. Let me search for it and see if I.
Okay.
I don't see it.
What the fuck was that?
That was mine. Probably
Okay, so Henry, yours is ping. Orca, just to fuck with you, yours is... And for Mimi, you will have...
I cast thunder spell.
Hey, TP, do I cast Thunder Spell?
You will eventually.
Okay. So, remember, you all have your buzzers. Be ready to press them if you think you know the answer.
Mm-hmm.
I cast thunder spell.
42.
I wasn't going to ask what the meaning of life is.
Aww.
We have a total of 12 questions this year because I got really fucking busy the entire goddamn year. And a lot of them are pretty recent, so it shouldn't be too hard. One day, I was talking about my greatest achievement, Pathfinder First Edition. What was it?
Oh fuck.
Hmm.
Henry.
I think I partially remember this. And because I believe it was like the DPS healer character. And it was God. I am admittedly struggling to remember, but I recall I think it was basically a TPK, except you managed to beat the enemy by yourself when everybody else went down. And then after the fight was able to get the party back.
You are unfortunately wrong.
Yeah.
You're on the right track. It was that character. Does anyone else want to try and buzz in for this?
I honestly don't know.
It's possible I'm mixing up like a couple of different stories with that character.
I never had an almost TPK happen.
Ah, okay.
I was
might
a
be
pretty good dedicated healer.
I might be confusing it with another almost TPK then. Or some other story that I heard that was really cool. Thanks, Boogie. Appreciate you.
I wish I knew, but I know nothing about Pathfinder.
It was... it seems that we don't have any answers, so I will reveal it. The character Logi Varterson created a permanent wall of fire in the middle of a city that could restore
I remember
wounds.
I remember this, but like
After they cured a plague, which was like probably even bigger, like cured the plague entirely.
like I remember this, but like I can't remember these things. Like I didn't remember until you brought it back up. So
Yeah.
Next question.
We got music back! No, we don't anymore! God damn
It's
it!
gone!
God damn it! I just had... It's like...
You get back in here, you stupid robot!
God damn it! God damn it! You will give us Leica music.
what?
Okay, Dewey.
It's working.
It's working. Leica's theme works.
What was your name? What was your name again? TP. TP. I'm scared.
Okay, hang on. I gotta put.
All right, next question.
Hope this music is okay, because I don't want to fuck with it anymore.
Who was the first personal antagonist introduced in Strixhaven? Henry.
Yeah, that would be this bitch over here.
Points to Orca.
I cast Thunder Spell!
Unfortunately, this bitch over here is not the answer. Mimi.
I believe the first one introduced was Dovin Bond. Even if he wasn't actually like seen.
That is not the answer. Henry.
Luke's father!
That is not the answer.
I call bullshit on that. He was brought up session 1.
Ah. Those two have had their try. Orca, do you have an answer?
Okay, so again, I'm thinking you're bullshitting with antagonist. So it's like, it doesn't like, does that necessarily mean baddie? It could just mean regular rival.
I cast Thunder Spell!
Yeah,
I guess when you put it,
yeah, putting it that way, I'm just gonna go on a lark. If we're gonna go by just somebody being an antagonistic douchebag, I'm gonna say Grayson.
Not the answer.
Damn it!
This is gonna piss off the lawyer. None of you have gotten this correct. The answer is Carla Sabatelli, also known as Orca. This bitch over here is not the fucking answer.
He said he pointed to Orca. No, give me that point. That's bullshit. I stated that he
You are a
pointed
lawyer.
to Orca.
You refer to people by name.
He pointed to Orca. The character pointed to Orca physically.
This is true. However, I was looking for the name. You were right, but you weren't correct.
That's bullshit. That's complete and utter bullshit. That is total bullshit from an out of character level. Like, that's actually bullshit. For real bullshit.
I was going for the answer that I had written down. I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Your answer says Carla Sabatelli, also known as Orca, correct?
Indeed.
The also known as was brought up as the name stated to be pointed at, as indicated by the narration by Boone. Now, in a court of law, when an also known as name is established, which it is on your document as you read out loud, then you don't need to give the full name of Carla Sabatelli. You would only need to indicate Orca, which was indicated verbally by the narration. It is the answer on your paper.
Can I get you to roll a d20 for me?
By the way, you also stated that this wasn't a court of law, so why are you attempting to use the rules of a court of law in it?
For fun. Can I get you to roll a d20 for me?
Hold on. Fuck, it keeps getting stuck. Okay, here we go. 10. Hang on. I did make a sheet for Henry.
Add your investigation.
Well, with my investigation modifier, that total is a 16.
Your logic is sound. The scoreboard behind him changes. And instead of gaining a point, you gain 2 points for arguing your way into a point. Boone is now on 9 points. A very sound argument.
Orca wants to chuck a knife at Henry.
Well, Orca, you're free to try.
Yeah, I think like she's just so fucking pissed. She's just gonna do it. She's gonna chuck a knife at him.
Do you have a sheet where you can roll a d20?
I do not have a sheet. I have a monster block.
Roll a d20.
Because where it's like, can that work?
Hold on.
Roll a d20 for me.
Okay, let me grab.
Hold on, Mimi wants to do something about that too. She wants to hit the knife while it's in the air so that it does not hit.
So it does not hit. So there's, I guess, call it a reaction. So it does not hit. It does not hit Henry.
I'll need you to roll a d20 as well.
Okay.
Okay.
So is it just a flat D20 roll?
Roll a d20 and yeah, you consider it to be around level 10, so add 7. D20 plus 7.
All right, so that will be 13.
That doesn't
Whoa.
beat Henry's AC.
I was
Hang
gonna
on.
say I rolled a 15 on the die.
Okay. So, the knife leaves Orca's hand, and it flies at a snail's pace, making it incredibly easy for Mimi to just tap it out of the way. It becomes apparent that when Mimi taps it to get it out of the way, that's incredibly resistant to being stopped. It doesn't seem to stop from its original trajectory. It's just traveling really, really slowly. It's strange.
It still doesn't beat Henry's AC, so I'd imagine if it ever arrives, like you see like a flash of like golden glow, and it bounces off of him.
We'll get to that when it arrives. Next question. What's the reason behind the blue frog keeping his cape? Henry Stowe.
It's Henry Shore.
Sorry, yeah, I got it wrong. Henry Stowe.
Because he thought Pacifica was super cool.
That is correct. I have it written down simply here as Pacifico is cool.
Yeah.
What theme does the World Weaver's outfit follow? Henry Shaw.
Ice cream.
And there's another point for Boone. For those who don't know, this year it's Hokey Pokey. It's something that we have here in Australia.
Huh. Like, what exactly is that flavor?
It is essentially just caramel and honeycomb
Ooh.
in vanilla ice cream.
Ooh. Ooh, that sounds good.
Like you get crunchy caramel and little bits of honeycomb, and it's fucking brilliant.
That actually sounds really damn good.
It is.
Yeah. Sounds almost like a non-chocolate Rocky Road.
Kinda. We don't do marshmallow in it though.
Yeah, okay, fair.
It's just hard bits of caramel and honeycomb
Mm.
in vanilla ice cream, and it is probably one of my favorite flavors of ice cream. Anyway, next question. How did Florence react to Bear threatening to make the manager of the family into Langston's personal assistant?
Oh shit.
Henry Shaw, you got to buzz in even if you don't know. Come on, you should give it in these. What's the answer? What do you think?
Abject terror.
Abject terror. Yes. He was fucking horrified. He knows how awful that is. So many nights without sleep.
Yeah.
Next question. What's the name of the cameraman?
I cast Thunder Spell!
Orca!
Okay, that will be Dave.
That is correct. Our cameraman's name is Dave, and he is everyone's friend. Though he does need to learn how to shut up sometimes. Dave.
Damn it.
In the Strixhaven campaign, Luke's Planeswalker trait occurred out of someone's gear. Whose was it?
Oh god.
Oh yeah, that's right. Throwing you straight back to episode 1. Henry
I know,
Shaw!
That's why I'm like, oh son of a bitch.
Canvases?
That is incorrect.
Can you repeat what was just said?
In the first episode of Strixhaven, Luke's Planeswalker effect came out of whose gear?
Okay.
Orca.
God, yeah, I'm just gonna get, because I don't remember either, I'm just gonna guess Pacifico.
That is correct.
Oh shit.
It was Pacifico's dagger that the lightning that spawns Luke when he planeswalks came from.
Okay.
Okay. Next question. What show that aired in 2003 and ran until 2012 with the subtitle The Bounty Hunter? Henry Shaw.
Dog, the bounty hunter.
I'm
wrong.
so mad that was gotten so fucking quickly. I am very,
Oh, really?
very mad.
I know
I
Dog
fucking
the bounty
grew up
hunter.
with. I fucking grew up with Dog the Bounty Hunter. Next question. What guild's month is it right now? Henry Shaw.
Gruel.
Incorrect.
Christmas, red and green.
Yeah, I'm well aware. This one was a joke. Orca.
Orzhov?
Incorrect.
Okay. Alright, it's up to you, Mimi.
I mean, I just. I don't know. I mean, can I take a second to look at the stuff?
You can take a second.
Okay.
1. Your second is now over.
Dang it.
Henry Shaw.
Selesnya.
Incorrect. I'm going to let this one go until the answer is figured out.
Okay.
I cast Thunder Spell!
Mimikyu.
Is it Boros?
Incorrect. Orca.
Demir?
Incorrect.
We're just going through them all.
Yes, you are. Henry Shaw.
Is it?
Is it what? Wrong.
I cast Thunder Spell!
Mimikyu.
Is it Azorius?
It is Azorius. They don't trust any other guild to have a month off of their own.
Okay.
It's always Azorius month.
Ah, yes. Rusev Day.
I feel like if Tuffy were here, he'd be like, I take offense to that. Who's Tuffy?
Someone you probably will never meet.
Yeah, I'm... Actually, has Henry ever been to Ravnica? I have to think about that for a second. Let's just continue with the questions. I'll figure that out later.
How long did the Incinerators fight take? Henry Shaw. You know what? Actually, we'll play this one Price is Right rules. Closest without going over.
Is it in rounds or in minutes?
In actual time it would have taken.
In actual time it would have taken. Wait, Incinerators fight as in the
2v2 where he partnered up
Okay.
with the Troubadour.
18 seconds.
$18 seconds for Henry Shaw. Mimikyu, how long do you think it took?
I cast Thunder Spell!
12.
12 seconds. Orca?
I'm trying to think. Remind me, what were the two answers so far?
18 seconds and 12 seconds.
15 and 12.
It is closest without going over.
Closest without
The
going
Price is Right rules here.
Okay, closest without going over. I guess I will say 20 seconds.
So you all have a lot more faith in Incinerator's ability to fight than I thought. Because I did actually count this out. I did count how many turns were taken.
Okay.
The total time, basing on turns and extra actions, would have taken 1 minute and 24 seconds.
Objection.
Objection?
You don't count time in turns, you count it in rounds.
Each turn is 6 seconds.
A round is 6 seconds. Turns are taken simultaneously during turns are technically taken simultaneously during the round, basically. Like in real time, one round of combat is 6 seconds. But like that 6 seconds, each person is doing different things during that. That's the way the actual rules work in terms of the way
I
time is taken.
did my math wrong. I did my fucking timing wrong.
In that case, how many rounds was it?
It was 3 rounds.
It was 3 rounds, meaning it took a total of 12 seconds.
No.
No,
Yeah,
18
18.
seconds. My brain does not work. It took 18 seconds.
I was gonna.
I'm going to give you all a point, but Boone, you're getting a bonus one for correcting my mistake. Because I did the math wrong, and none of you deserve to be punished for that.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Okay.
Next question. How many questions have I asked so far? I've done this every year.
I know.
You're right.
10.
Mm. Wrong. Orca.
7?
Incorrect.
I cast Thunder Spell!
8.
Mimi. Incorrect.
I cast Thunder Spell!
6.
It's not gonna help you. Henry.
11.
That is correct. It is 11, including the one I just asked you. I phrase them differently every year. First year was, what number question is this? And now we have the final question. Again, there was only 12. My brain did not work this year.
That's okay.
If I could read, this would help. Hello, eyes. Thank you. I require your use. Please function.
That's a mood. That's a mood, though.
Look, I wear glasses. This shit is awful.
Yeah.
Alright. When Bear arrived to help Ika, how did he get into the fight? Henry Shaw.
Now, if I recall correctly, he actually leaped in from above.
Can I get a bit more information?
I believe there was like where to a place to get in the sewers, like right above where they were, and he jumped down from there.
I'm giving you the point, but I'm not giving you the bonus point for how he actually did it. You are right, he came from above, from street level, but he tore up a fucking grate to get in there.
Right.
He literally tore it out of the street to get down there to get into the fight.
I did remember him diving down from the street level. That was...
Yes, that's why you're getting the point for this question, because that's exactly what he did. He did come from above. Okay. Points. Fucking Christ. Our current score is Boone on 18 points. Danny on 7 and TP on 5. And now we reach the really fucking mean game.
I thought that last one was mean.
No, this one's the mean one. This is a 2v1. Mimi versus Henry and Orca. In this game, I will be asking questions about Dungeons and Dragons in general.
Oh shit.
Characters, races, classes, things that people can do, types of monsters. Because both Danny and Boone are also DMs, like myself, you two have an inherent advantage. You both have to work together. Mimi is on her own, but she gets 5 guesses. You get 1.
Oh. Like one each or one between the both of us?
One. You must agree on what you guess.
Okay.
I will have 10 questions for this one. Mimi, you get a series of lifelines, as this is something that's more difficult for you. You get to phone a friend. You can call on any character that Mimi knows to help you with an answer. You can check the books. You get 2 uses of this. This lets you do a quick Google search on, like, you use the question I ask in a Google search. And you get 1 remove. You get 1 where you can just remove a question in general. You just say nope, and then that question is no longer part of the list. At that point, go on to smithereens.
The only partner Mimi has is me right now.
Mimi can call on anyone she knows from any campaign she's been in that you can reasonably get access to.
I see.
So this means you could theoretically call on JJ, and I have all the answers.
It is true. I can call on JJ. I can.
You could call on Tsugash and make Boone help you.
I could. How many lifelines do I get?
You get 2 uses of
A lifeline, 2 Google searches, and 1. And
you get one phone a friend, 1 delete the question, and 2
By the way,
read the book.
Mimi could also call on Madrash and make me help her.
Yeah.
It is true.
And
Probably
you know
ready
what?
to
I'm
begin.
not gonna be a dickhead. I would actually properly in character do that. I'm not gonna be that kind of dickhead.
That's encouraging.
Yeah.
If
so-
you did try to be that kind of dickhead, I would have told you off and given them the point anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. It wouldn't be right to do that.
Okay. Let's start. Artificers can make objects. Which object can get them which magic item can they make that will make them 100 gold a day? That's 50 gold a day, rules as written, sorry.
Magic gun can make 50 gold a day. Well, the rules is written. The ones that are in that, the ones that would sell in that.
I know. That's why I know. That's why I'm trying to go through. I'm trying to go through off the top of my head all the different item infusions and such. So it's like that's what I'm trying to. It's like yeah, like oh god, I've only played Artificer one time and it was for fucking Neopets.
Well, the official list of items that because they can make a bunch of shit that's not necessarily on the list because of the fact that they just do crafting and are encouraged to do crafting. But like, I would presume that based on calling it out as artificer, that might be referring to the official list, and there aren't any potions on that.
I think I may have gotten my question wrong.
How so?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, is it like an actual item? Is it like an infusion?
I think I have gotten my question wrong. Why am I like this?
It's okay.
Do we need to hold up?
I think we need to hold up. Give me a bit.
Yeah, because
Okay.
Okay, everyone take 5. Mimi is still looking at the knife that's...
Yeah, it's like, where's the knife at this point?
The knife is about halfway.
Henry's just in no way bothered by the knife going towards him, with him and Orca just now on the same team with a knife his way from her.
Oh, that's why. Huh.
Oh.
I figured it out. No, they've just removed it from the list. Okay, so this question is now moot, because alchemists could make artificers could make an alchemy jug,
Okay.
Okay.
and they could pour a poison out of it that's worth 100 every day. Selling rules is 50. So that question, into the ether. It doesn't use you destroying a question one. However, it means what the fuck. But no, they could just make an alchemy jug as one of their infusions, and now they can't.
Right. Okay.
That's just a bunch of bullshit, you know?
Aye.
Are you
Yeah, it's
sure
been removed.
Are you sure it's not just the 2024 version that removes it?
See, no, because Artificer doesn't appear in 2024.
Well, they have like a UA for 2024.
But I'm checking like the old version, the TCE.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
It's just not there anymore. It's fucked. Anyway,
I think maybe the TCE version doesn't have it, but the Eberron one still does for some reason. It's weird.
probably.
Okay.
Probably.
Because the Eberron one was released before the TCE one.
But yeah, they could make an alchemy jug, and they could just literally make fucking money with it.
That might be the reason it was removed from that list.
Probably. Because the poison is a 100 gold vial of poison. And they could have 2 alchemy jugs at once and make 100 a day if they wanted to.
Damn.
So yeah, question destroyed.
Question destroyed.
Okay then.
Sent to the fucking ether.
I can't believe it. The D&D rulebooks changing the question sent the actual question into the shadow realm.
Fucking wizards.
Okay, we will move on. We will move on. The Gift of Gab is a spell from Acquisitions Incorporated. What does it do?
Wait. I know. I actually know this one.
I cast Thunder Spell!
What does
Basically,
it do?
for the last 6 seconds, anything you said in, I forget how far the space is, but do I need the space specifically?
No, I just want you to tell me what the spell does.
For anything you said in the last 6 seconds, everyone in a designated space of X amount of feet forgets what you said. Like, whatever. Oh, you said something really stupid or gave away some stupid plans. Gift the gap. Nope. No one remembers it. You reshape what you like. You reshape the sentence to be something else entirely.
That is correct. For a bonus point, what is the licensing fee for casting this spell?
When you say licensing fee,
Acquisitions Incorporated spells cost gold. How much does this one cost?
Yeah, see, it's like I am so unfamiliar with acquisitions, so I'm at a loss here.
Like,
Henry?
admittedly with the licensing fees, I'm slightly lost, but I have at the very least an educated guess on the licensing fee.
A reminder that you must agree with your partner.
Right. But Danny, I think it's 1 gold.
Okay. It's like I'll take your word for it. Again, like I've heard I've heard of acquisitions. I don't know shit about it. So
Right.
I'm at a loss.
I think it's 1 gold, but this is an educated guess, and we're agreeing on going with that educated guess.
In that case, I am going to double it and send it to the next person. I'm thinking it's 2. Because if Boone and Danny are going to agree that it's so low, I'm at least going to also go low, but go with the next highest answer.
Price is Right rules.
Yeah.
The Gift of Gab. Level 2 enchantment. Reaction. Range self. Components: vocal, somatic, resource. 2 gold pieces.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, fair enough.
I love Gift of Gab. Jim Dark Magic is a really stupid character, and I love him.
I keep seeing that spell when I look for spells, and I always consider taking it just because of how funny it is, but I never do because I never wind up with the spare spell slots to do something funny in that way.
You've really got to be like, I want to use this spell. Here's a situation. I'm forcing a situation where I can use this spell.
Can I real quick look it up and see if I want to change Henry's spell list real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Gift of Gab, level 2 enchantment.
Nope, it's not available for his classes.
It's really funny. It's really funny. I was actually thinking about Gift of Gab just randomly earlier.
Well,
not even any other spell, just Gift of Gab.
it's because Gift of Gab is a fun spell.
It is. I just need to find the opportunity to actually include it in a spell list.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not any of the classes. It's not a spell that's valid for the classes that Henry is. So, rip in spaghetti.
Okay, next question. Gunner is a brilliant feat, and I personally really like it. Can you name 3 of its effects? Henry.
All right. One of the effects I know is that it gives you firearms proficiency. That's one that I know, and this is me conferring with partner right now.
Okay.
It does increase dex by 1 to a maximum of 20. That's another effect that it has.
Okay.
And I believe, and
does it add does it add proficiency to ranged weaponry or something, kind of like archery?
It gives you firearms proficiency. Archery, I don't think adds, I don't think there is a feat that's just archery, but
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
I think you're thinking of sharpshooter. It doesn't do that.
Okay.
I think that one of its effects are those two I know. Those two I know for sure. The giving firearms proficiency, which I think a lot of people would forget because most of the time we ignore. Because most of the time, if somebody wants to be proficient with firearms, we just let them.
Yeah.
And increasing the dex by 1. I'm pretty sure.
I cast Thunder Spell.
I'm not. We're still conferring.
Okay.
I'm trying. Yeah, because again, the majority of the gun experience I have was with Simon, but it's do guns follow the similar rules with archery, where it's if you're up close or something, then it's you get disadvantage or something with it?
Normally, yeah, and I think that's what the other gunner effect is is that it
Like, does it?
it's either that or it's something involving no, I think that's the third effect of Gunner. I'm pretty sure that's the third effect of Gunner because I'm trying to think. I thought there was like an archery feat that did that, but no, I think it's Gunner. I think it's Gunner that does the no disadvantage when firing in melee.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think that's what our 3 are.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember what all the rules are, you know, for guns in general.
Right, and I've got a little bit more gunslinger experience under my belt.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, because like I said, first time I tried a gunslinger was Simon, so I'm like, and I was like playing off the seat of my pants, so.
So those are going to be our 3. Increases dexterity by 1 to a maximum of 20. Gives you firearms proficiency. And makes it to where if you attack in melee, you don't have disadvantage.
May I?
What are you going to suggest, Mimi?
I'd like to delete this question.
Are you sure? You only get to delete one question.
I'm sure.
Well, Henry, Orca, you would have gotten the point. Those are 3 of the 4 effects of the Gunner feat. However, this question has been deleted.
God damn it.
We made her use it. We made her use it.
For a bonus point. Do you know what the 4th one is?
I cast Thunder Spell!
Mimi.
The fourth effect of Gunner is that you no longer have to like. There's usually a penalty for reloading. There's no more like. There's no like you're not like. There's no like penalty for like loading like. There's no penalty for loading.
I understand what you're saying, and you are correct. You ignore the loading property of firearms, meaning you do not need to spend an action to put more bullets in your gun. Yeah, it's really good. It's one of my favorite feats because I've got it on a monk.
Gun monk.
Gun?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
A gunk. You can, you can get proficiency in pistols. You can get proficiency in pistols or muskets, and just stand in front of someone and just go bang, 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 and then hit them with the butt of the gun.
Huh.
They do count as simple weapons.
No, the thing is, it's not heavy and it's not two-handed and it's not special. Those are the 3 things that
Kensei, yeah.
Kensei monk.
Yeah.
So I turn it into a monk weapon and I just fucking rip around through that thing.
That's funny.
Fun fact: one of the TCE things is actually that other monks other than Kensei can turn things that they're proficient in into monk weapons as well, but they don't get the other Kensei benefits. But
yeah,
obviously,
Kensei benefits like including 1d4 bonus damage. Yes, please.
Yep.
Okay. Next question. Sorry. Sorry now for a sec.
Okay.
In the PHB 2014, what stat bonus does Dwarf have? Henry.
Now, he said what stat bonus does Dwarf have? Dwarf actually had sub-races in PHB 2014, if I recall. I believe, though, the one that they get the +2 in that's for all the sub-races is Constitution. Do you disagree with that at all, Danny?
I was gonna say like either that or maybe strength.
I think it's Constitution.
Yeah, because I like. Yeah, because like I know, I mean, again, technically you can make any race whatever class you want, but I think like base rules, which is what I'm assuming what you mean by 2014 is base rules.
Yeah, it's pre-TCE, pre-open ability
Like
scoring.
Xanathar's Guide, all of that.
Actually, Xanathar's Guide didn't have that.
Okay. So yeah, because like
Yeah, that was TCE and races that existed after.
okay, yeah, because if I recall correctly, it's like yeah, I think like dwarves, like base dwarves were, it was almost like they were like primarily built to be kind of like proficient for like melee classes, and I know melee classes tend to be strength and constitution.
I'm pretty sure it was Constitution because part of the idea was that they're like hardy.
Okay. Okay, yeah, we can go with that.
All right, I believe it was Constitution.
That is correct. In the 2014 PHB, dwarves at base had a +2 to Constitution. For a bonus point, what subrace gets a +2 in another stat as well? Henry.
I was prepared for that. I was prepared for that to be the bonus point question.
Okay.
What's
it
your
is
answer
Hill
then?
Dwarf. It's 100% Hill Dwarf.
Hildorf, okay.
You are incorrect.
Oh fuck! I got them switched.
Hill Dwarf gets a +1 to Wisdom.
What are you asking?
Dwarf. It gets a +2 to Constitution. One of its subraces gets a +2 to another stat. What subrace is that?
I know that's where.
I feel like shit because I know this answer and I fucked it up.
Wait, hold on.
I cast Thunder Spell!
Mountain?
That is correct. Mountain dwarves get a +2 to Strength as well as +2 Con.
Okay, that's what.
Yep.
That was where the strength came in. Okay.
Hill Mountain.
Hill. Fun fact: Hill and Mountain dwarves were the only two subraces in the PHB.
Yep.
Mark of Warding
They
came from Eberron, and the Dwergar was from Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes.
Oh.
Yep. As most of other and actually I shouldn't say more because it's possible that it'll be a question later, so I'm gonna shut up.
That's fucking right.
Okay, so that was question 4. I still have I can one of my other things I know I can call on someone at least once.
And you can do a quick Google search or check the books twice.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to make sure.
All right. Let's see, which one of these should I ask next? You know what? Here, we'll do this one. This one. Yes, yes. Rewarded is a background. It features Fortune's Favor. What book is it from?
I cast Thunder Spell!
What? Okay. Mimi, what book is it from?
Like the book where it is. Just to clarify, the book is like where the
Like,
thing.
what book did it come from?
Okay, I believe it's the Book of Many Things. That's where I think I remember it from. I'm going with Book of Many Things.
Fuck me.
What?
It's from the Book of Many Things. Well done.
Oh, okay. That's probably why I
Rewarded-
didn't know it.
Yeah, it's like I'm
Rewarded is a feat from the Book of Many Things.
I am not familiar with that one.
Yeah,
It's
it's
one of
actually
the-
kind of weird.
Yeah, it's also a pretty new book, so that's probably why we're less familiar.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
I'll admit I have not been keeping up with a lot of the new stuff coming out because crazy, you guys wizards being crazy.
Bonus point. What skills does it give you proficiency in?
I'm not gonna fucking know that.
I remember one. I think one of them was. I think it was. Okay, I think I remember it. But just to be sure,
I cast Thunder Spell!
What do you think?
I believe one of them was Persuasion.
I need both of them to give you a point.
Was the other? I think the other was. Let me look at my. May I look at my character sheet for a second because with I just need to remember the proficiencies for a second.
That should count as
I'm not looking at like the thing. I'm looking at my sheet because I don't have rewarded on any of them. Like I was looking at Mimi's character sheet. Does that count?
Well,
Does-
if you don't have a character with rewarded, then I wouldn't push for that counting.
Okay.
It doesn't count because your characters don't have rewarded. You're
Yeah.
just going to look at what the actual thing, what the ability scores are actually called.
Okay.
The skills, I mean.
Yeah. Okay. Persuasion, and I believe it was Insight.
That is correct. They are proficient in persuasion and insight checks. Pretty hell, TP. I went for something that I thought would be definitely up the DM's alley, but no, you were straight on it.
Damn.
I probably could have guessed that too. And I should have tried. We should have tried to at least guess it, because we probably could have figured that out. Oh well.
All right.
Okay, let's move on to the next question.
Okay.
Hmm. There are many gods and minor deities in the world of Faerun. Who is Evening Glory?
Oh god. Are you familiar with this at all, Boone?
Nope. I don't fucking run in Faerun.
So, what do you mean by who is Evening Glory?
What is she the god of? What is her what are her domains?
You know what?
Henry.
Let's just
if it's one of her domains, then we might be able to guess on that.
Okay.
I'll give you a point for each domain you guess.
Okay, so multiple
I'm thinking,
domains. Okay.
Right. It's normally 3. It's normally either 3 or 5.
Okay.
So I'm
I will
thinking
tell you. I'll tell you. She has 4.
4. Okay.
Okay.
I think life is probably one of them.
Let's...
I'd be tempted to say night, but I feel like that's a trick.
I know that's what.
Trickery does feel right, though. Trickery feels like a correct one.
I know that's what I'm trying to go. I'm trying to run through all the cleric domains, so it's like like life, light, trickery, arcane, knowledge.
Why does knowledge feel correct?
No, I know there's a death.
I think trickery is a good guess for us to make.
Okay.
I will point this out.
Mm-hmm.
Domains do not all have cleric subclasses attached to them.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, this isn't like the...
This is a godly domain, not a class-based domain.
Okay, gotcha.
But trickery still is one of those.
That is indeed true.
Yes, and...
All of the class domains, they are also godly domains, but some godly domains are not class domains. Continue.
I'm thinking night, trickery, because it's evening glory. I think light and life could be good guesses, but I think we could possibly hedge our bets a little bit by naming both, because I don't think we're necessarily going to get all 4.
Right.
So I think light, life, trickery, night, and I think we should get at least 2 if we name those 4.
Okay. Yep. I can go with that.
Okay. So we're gonna say night, trickery, life, and light.
You have none correct.
Really?
Because of the nature of this question, TP, you're only getting 1 shot at this.
Okay.
Because there's a potential for 4 points here.
We had to guess. Like,
Okay. Evening Glory. I have a question.
Depending on the question, I may or may not answer it.
So obviously I can do up to 4. If I give you 1 at a time, will you tell me if that is correct or not?
I will only tell you if you're correct after you have selected 4.
All right. Okay, so you said life, light, trickery, and
You are not obligated to answer.
well, obviously I'm not answering those. I was trying to remember what those were.
I'm telling them that they are not obligated to tell you what they guessed.
Good point. I feel like there is a point with life, but rather it being life itself. It's more like it might be more like death, but like I don't know if it'll be death, but more like rebirth, I guess. I don't know, that's what I'm thinking, like life after death, if that makes sense. That's my first one. I feel ooh,
I
Oh, no.
love the tension that this is building. I've got so much weird niche fucking lore.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know fucking Faerun shit. Like, I am not an expert on the canonical D&D setting at all.
yeah.
As a note, she's technically in Ravnica. Not Ravnica, Ravenloft.
Yeah, not an expert on that either. Like,
I feel like when you play it like that, I'm almost wanting to say, I almost wanted to say kind of uh, like I'm thinking of like the Evening Lord, you know? That's my immediate. That's the Morning Lord. That's the Morning Lord. You have the Morning Lord. You have Strahd, who's like the since he's like it's probably somebody else. I'm gonna also say probably gonna be something a little different. So you know what? I'll rephrase the first one. Rather than being life or death, what if it's like not life but eternal life, like immortality or something like that? Let's go with I'm thinking immortality. You say it's in its settings in Ravenloft, so I feel that like having some dominion over its inhabitants would be at least part of it. So I'm gonna say maybe if I'm thinking back to Strahd himself. He's a corrupt. He's and like his goals and his whatevers, and I'm thinking. So immortality, I feel would be one of them. I'm gonna go with love because with Strahd, like his entire thing is motivated by a twisted sense of love.
Yeah, he did want his wife back. Though, obviously I don't think she wanted him back the way he was.
So let's go. Yeah, you said the knight, so I think I feel like as the sun goes down, it becomes colder. So I'm gonna go with I don't know the cold, like ice or the cold, and I think the last one is just gonna do a basic one, magic. So immortality, love, cold, magic.
You've got one correct. Evening Glory is a minor deity. She has 4 domains. One is a corrupt domain. Oh, Boone's AFK.
no, I'm back.
Oh, hello. Hi back. I thought you were Boone.
Shut the fuck up.
So, Evening Glory is a minor deity. She has 4 domains. One is a corrupt domain from her time spent in the Amber Temple. Evening Glory's domains are love, beauty, undeath, and obsession. For a bonus point, There are holes in Evening Glory's hands. What are they in the shape of?
I cast Thunder Spell!
You
TP.
said it was like a corrupted form of love, right?
No, I just said love is one of her domains.
Okay. Well, regardless, I feel like because love is that, I'm going to say heart. Because heart is oftentimes attributed with love.
That is correct. In Evening Glory's palms, there are heart-shaped holes. She's often seen looking through one at whoever is looking at her. Fun fact about Evening Glory, all of her followers are undead, and none of them are decaying or rotting away.
Huh.
Okay.
Evening Glory, because she is a god, has a unique ritual that preserves the beauty of her followers in undeath, keeping them beautiful forever.
Could that
She often has weddings where she marries two youthful lovers for eternity.
Could that technically count as a form of immortality or life?
No,
Even
the official sphere is undeath.
All right, fair enough. I'm not gonna fight it this time.
Honestly, when you guys said life, I was so fucking close to giving you a point because she provides immortality through undeath.
Yeah, but life and undeath are two different things.
Right.
Like
Yeah. As I said, I was close to it, but they're just too. It's too much, too very clear of a line for me to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's time
Alright.
for the next question.
all right.
Hmm. There is a crystal that you can place on your forehead that glows and grants you a point of intelligence. It has another feature. What is it? I can't remember the name of the fucking crystal. I didn't write it down. I'm stupid. So it is called the Psi Crystal. What is one of its features other than glowing and increasing your intelligence? Actually, it doesn't increase your intelligence. Henry.
Okay, so conferring. With a name like the Psi Crystal, it for sure has to be either telekinesis or telepathy.
Yeah.
I think it's telepathy.
Yeah, because that's like, when I hear Psy, that's exactly what I'm thinking. It's one of those two. Yeah.
Like the problem is, if we get it wrong, then TP's for sure gonna get it. Like so, but I'm inclined to believe that it's telepathy. What do you think?
Okay. What about detect thoughts?
It letting you cast detect thoughts would make sense.
Because again, I know that's a very common thing with Psy. It's like I should.
That's just it. Most of the time. But the thing is, most of the time with mechanics in D&D that have psychic things, they go more directly for some sort of telekinesis or telepathy.
Gotcha.
Especially on magic items.
Okay.
Like there's several other psychic things that they do that I'm not going to name at the moment because I think those are less likely, and I don't want TP to get the idea to name them because TP's going to have 5 guesses. So if all of these are wrong, then I'm thinking either telekinesis or telepathy are the most likely.
Okay.
I'm leaning towards telepathy. If you're leaning towards telekinesis, I'm willing to go there. but what do you think?
So you know what? Yeah, I think maybe we can go with telepathy.
Okay. We're gonna go with telepathy.
You are correct. It grants the wielder telepathy. Or a bonus point. The higher your intelligence, the further you can talk telepathically with creatures. What is the maximum range you can get?
I cast Thunder Spell!
TP.
I assume most things are 30 feet. I think for an item like this, I'm just going to say half of that, 15.
You are wrong.
Oh, okay.
Henry.
So it said the higher your intelligence, the further you can get with it.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking that it's some amount of distance per intelligence modifier point. Which means it's something basically divisible by 5 and then divisible by 5 again, because it's always going to be 5-foot increments. It could be 25. I'm between either 25 feet, with it being 5 feet per intelligence per intelligence modifier, or 50 with it being 10 feet per intelligence modifier. 5 feet per intelligence modifier feels more like what they put on a magic item. Even though realistically it'd be a little bit more powerful if it was 10 feet per. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. Well, because, yeah, like, if it's something that it scales as you level up, then I imagine they probably got to keep...
Not even as you level up, just based on your intelligence modifier.
Yeah. Well, that's what I meant. Yeah. But I would, regardless whether it's that or a level up or whatever, I would like to think they're going to want to keep the number small. So...
So, are you thinking 25?
Yeah, I'm thinking...
Because 5 times 25.
Yeah.
We're going to say 25.
You are wrong.
It's 50, ain't it?
I cast Thunder Spell!
DP?
I still get 4 more guesses, correct?
I'm going to give you 2 more because it could be pretty... It'll take a while if I give you 4 more. I'll give you 2 more here.
Okay. You know what? In that case, maybe because it's an item, I'm gonna say actually 60 feet.
You are incorrect. You do have 1 more chance.
See, I was thinking you see, I had a similar thing, but like I was thinking, 30 feet would probably be like it's not. I'm not saying 30. I'm saying like, I'm telling you where I'm coming from. I initially thought like, okay, it's an item. Okay, maybe a short distance. 50, half of what's 30, 15. But hearing like the scaling, I'm actually gonna go higher. I think 30 might be the start, and it ends. I think it ends at 90.
You are incorrect. The psi crystal must be attuned to by a creature with at least 3 in intelligence. At 3 to 7, the telepathy range is 15 feet. At 8 to 11 intelligence, the range is 30 feet.
Based on your
At
score.
12 to 15, it is 60 feet.
90.
16 or higher,
90.
120
Oh.
feet.
Ooh.
120.
Each time it was doubling.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Notably, the light that it gives off also increases as you scale up in intelligence. At 3 to 7, it is dim light out to a range of 5 feet. 8 to 11, it is bright light out to 5 feet and dim light for an additional 5. At 12 to 15, it is bright light within 10 feet and dim light within 10 feet further. And at 16, it is 15 of bright and a further 15 of dim. So if you get someone to attune to this, you can immediately tell what bracket of intelligence they're in.
Ah.
Could be a good magic item for Pacifico in the future.
In a game I'm in, a plasmoid has this, and it is floating
Ooh.
around inside their body, turning them into a very pretty purple plasmoid.
I love it.
Okay.
I think I've got 2 questions left.
I thought you had. Oh, I was thinking like that was question number 7.
Okay, 3 left. I haven't been counting. I said I'm giving you 10 questions. I haven't got any of them written down. I haven't had the time.
That's okay.
It's okay. We forgive you.
Okay. There are 2 clades of dragons that are commonly known. Fizban's Treasury of Dragons introduced a third. What is it? Henry!
I cast Thunder Spell!
I know this one. I know this one. Jen won't shut up about them. Gem
Honestly-
dragons.
I won't accept it unless your partner
It's
agrees
like,
with you.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
That is correct, Gem Dragons. And yes, Jen won't shut up about them.
About them damn dragons.
I would say another thing about that, but I'm not going to because it might be the bonus point, so I'm gonna wait.
I don't have a bonus point question for this one.
Okay, the other thing I was gonna say was, by the way, technically Gem Dragons already existed before Fizban's Treasury of Dragons, but it like properly folded them into 5e D&D.
That is true.
Yeah.
I didn't have a bonus.
And into official 5e D&D because
Yeah.
there was homebrew for it already.
Yeah, I didn't have a bonus question for that one. I'm sorry.
TP isn't steamrolling us too bad then.
No, I'll tell you the score soon. Okay, here we go.
In fairness, I was in last place beforehand.
Yeah.
In Mordenkainen Presents Monsters of the Multiverse, what type of creature is a Barghest?
I cast Thunder Spell!
I'd like to use my Google
TP.
search. I'd like to use my Google search.
You are allowed to. Oh shit! Oh shit, she's watching the stream!
Kind of. So you said.
What type of creature is a Barghest?
How you spell it?
No.
Okay. In that case.
All right. Okay. I think I got it. It is a fiend.
That is true. It is indeed a fiend.
All right.
All right, now close that tab.
All right.
For a bonus point, what bonus action does it have? What can a Barghest do as a bonus action?
I don't know.
Oh,
I
no,
did.
either.
I did. What did I see? What else did I see on that? I think before I closed it. Did I see anything else? I think I saw something else. So hi Jen, I see you. I see you watching the stream. You know what? I like to use my Google thing to reopen the tab.
Okay, you're using your other one to open the tab.
Yes.
However, that means you have to type in what bonus actions does a Barghest have.
I have to type it out.
You have to type it out.
Where do I type
That's
it out?
the rule for this one.
Like, do I have to?
You have
Okay.
to Google search what bonus actions does a Barghest have.
Okay.
And this will use the second of your
What?
check the books.
August tab. It says bonus action. Change shape. The Barghest transforms into a small goblin or back into its true form. Other than size and speed, its statistics are the same in each form. Any equipment it is wearing.
Okay. I will accept that. All I wanted to know was the name of the bonus action. Yes, they transform. They have a change shape.
All right.
One final question. Oh no, wait, I'm lying. One of these questions got deleted. That's the end of this round.
Ugh.
I thought we had one more question.
You deleted a question.
Okay, I remember I deleted the one before. I thought that was question 3 or something.
You deleted a question from existence. It was poof. Okay.
I'm gonna call for a friend with that last one because I miscounted then.
At the end of that round, we are at Boone with 21 points, Danny with 10 points, and TP taking second place with 15 points. The knife hits Henry.
Actually, it didn't beat my AC. So what happens is that again, there's like this light golden glow as it bounces off.
It bounces off. However, it simply turns around and is now slowly going back towards Orca.
Mimi's not gonna deal with this time.
Ladies and gentlemen, you insufferable idiots. Thus ends this year's show. I thank you all for joining me, and it is time to reward our players. With 21 points, Henry Shaw You are given, like, from your podium, a small file appears. It contains information. Things that you wouldn't really know yet. Predictions of the future, perhaps. How you use these is up to you.
Oh, you're gonna force me to incorporate Henry knowing things about the future into Boone canon. Oh my fucking god.
Through vague prophecies. So that's what it meant, and then continue.
Yeah, I can do it that way.
So
Although
just
I-
offhand comments of, so that's what that one meant.
Well, then
You
again,
don't
I
have to do
suppose.
it.
Yeah, no. I have several ways I can do that. It don't matter. I have several ways I can do that.
Hello, Dave!
I already have some ideas actually. So
TP! In second place, Mimi's podium produces a series of vials. Potions, poisons. That one's glowing weird. What the...
I'd like to hear what it is, why it's glowing.
You can certainly touch it.
All right.
not
He's
even
gonna
you
grab
can
his
certainly
mage.
try. You can certainly touch it. That's a threat.
So, Mimi does not know what any of these vials do, does she?
A couple of them are obviously health potions. Or are they? The answer is no. They all have random effects.
I've had to deal with this shit before.
These potions, when you drink them, are a card from the book, from the deck of many things. The different colors draw a different amount of cards. The glowing one guarantees a good card, a beneficial one. Enjoy your suffering.
How
Orca,
many vials, if I may ask?
there is 4. 2 red, 1 green, and that one is glowing.
Red vials. 1 green vial. 1 glowing vial.
Orca. I know you can hear me.
Her mouth is still zipped.
The zip is right there. You can just undo it. Or have you just enjoyed sitting there pouting because you haven't been able to talk?
Yeah, pretty much everything she's done is like backfired.
Orca, you are today's loser. That doesn't mean you go home empty-handed. No, of course not. You may want to grab your knife, by the way. From Orca's podium, a small trinket comes out. And this is me being really fucking mean to her. It is an adamantium shark keychain.
It's just like a regular adamantium keychain.
Does she pick it up?
It's like she will take. It's like yeah, she will. She'll take her knife back. She'll probably just like pick the thing up, look at it, it's like see that it's a shark, and she'll just throw it right back at him.
As soon as it leaves her 5-foot square, it reappears on her person. This is cursed. She cannot get rid of this adamantium shark.
So in other words, congratulations, you've been cursed.
Congratulations! You've been cursed. I hope you enjoy that little reminder of your failure for the rest of your life.
I like to imagine when you said congratulations, you've been cursed. Mimi literally just does this the Leonardo DiCaprio pointing meme, just like
Yeah, it's like,
Hey,
yeah, it's like, yeah, that's where it's like Orca at this point. She's probably just like, you know, cursing like all kinds of expletives, but in Italian. Like aggressive,
each
aggressive
one
Italian.
is bleeped out.
Yeah, aggressive Italian.
Each one is bleeped out.
just like even to like Henry and Mimi, all they hear are and like Mimi turns to Henry and says, "How is she doing that?
She's not. I am.
How are you doing? You know what?
Don't question how I can do things in my own realm.
I'm not. Even if I'm gonna forget this, thank you.
It has been another miserable year of hosting this game show. Hey, you're the one who ate the rest of your friends. They weren't my friends.
So are you like that
Look.
Spider-Man guy?
No. Get out of my house.
Okay.
And
Gladly.
the connection to your creators is abruptly severed. You should look that way.
Why?
And he just sort of gestures behind all of you.
I'm not falling for that. That's like the oldest trick in the book.
Well, if you don't look that way, you don't go home.
Oh, well, in that case. He looks that way.
Henry turns around, and to the other two, he just fucking vanishes. And the podium he was at sinks into the ground. Henry, you reappear with these files in your hands. There's about 2 months worth of prophecies. But there are things that you wouldn't reasonably know. And they're so stupidly vague that there's no way you'd ever figure them out until the thing that they're about happens.
And for
You reappear with your phone in your hand. I
And
hope
for
you
that
watch
ma-
next year's show.
Does he hear that?
Yes. And then the line goes dead.
I feel like Henry would at that point hang up. It's like, oh god damn it.
Henry's probably the only one who will actually remember what the show is.
Yep.
Who's next to look backwards?
Orca will take the chance to look back.
Orca, you turn back and are back in your hideout. You're in the middle of turning around to look for the voice. Hey, look over here! Hey, look over here!
Alright.
Hey, look over here!
She's just, yeah, just like, again, kind of like going like, well, okay, where's this coming from?
Oi, look over here! A bird is sitting a ways away, and he's screaming at Orca. Oi, look over here! Oi, look over here!
Oh, she's just glaring now at this bird.
Oi, look over here!
It's a wonder how none of the other people do.
It's like probably like at this point she's just gotta like find like something, maybe like a nearby rock or something, and chuck it at the bird.
The rock flies through the air and lands next to the bird, and it freaks out and flaps around. I want to look over here. You've been tortured by a lyrebird. Mimi, you are left alone in the white void as Orca and Henry have vanished. Are you going to get out of my house?
She waves and then looks back.
You reappear over the person you were watching, and on the ceiling there is JJ. Sorry, we something's happened.
So you need me again?
Kira's pregnant.
Of course. Of course.
I wasn't
All right.
expecting that.
You okay? I'll be there soon.
This is going to be a fucking nightmare. And with everyone returned to their homes and their lives, thus ends this year's episode of The World Weaver's Web. Thank you for joining me hosting this. It started out as a joke because I got New Year's Eve and New Year's Day at once for one stream. And I've been doing this. This is year 3. I can't wait to do this again next year. Thank you to the players for bearing with me and my mistakes and lack of preparedness for this.
And technical difficulties.
And the technical difficulties of the bot not playing my fucking Ace Attorney music. You can't.
Next year may be the year that I present a character that gets the better of letters memes. It may be possible. It almost happened this year, but the idea is still there.
I swear if you've been fucking Dave. I'll have to distinguish between player Dave and cameraman Dave. And I swear, if you make Dave a fucking hooper...
No. Wouldn't it be funny if like one of the twins was instead? No, I'm not gonna make that joke. Never mind.
No,
I'm gonna avoid that joke. Avoid that joke.
Cease. Thank you everyone for coming. We will see you next year, January 11th, for Strixhaven, a curriculum of chaos.
Yes, we finally get to pick up on that month-long cliffhanger.
Yay!
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.